Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. You are tuning in to the World Cup 2017, where we will be continuing with the loser bracket matches featuring South Korea versus the United Kingdom. My name is Kano, and today I'll be joined by Evrian. How are you doing, Evrian?
I'm doing wonderfully fine. How are you doing, Kano?
I'm not too bad. It's not too late, so I'm feeling pretty fresh. I'm ready for a good match. Are you excited for what's coming up?
Yeah, likewise. Very excited actually. South Korea and England, two very strong teams today, and seeing either go will be quite a sad thing for me. But seeing that we're already at near grand finals, I think it's about time things get really, really hyped up. And I believe the Twitch is also with me when I say that let the best team win. And the players are just beginning to gather in the room right now. Bubbleman and Neta, the two captains, are entered, and they're going to invite their teammates to come in very soon. So I'm expecting this to go down in just about maybe 10 minutes or so. And while we're waiting, let's take a look at what has happened so far.
Yeah, so far we've seen that South Korea managed to beat Taiwan, and the United Kingdom also managed to beat Germany so far in order to get them where they are.
Yeah, the South Korea match was extremely close, going to tiebreakers, and South Korea managing to inching forward. And United Kingdom beat Germany quite convincingly with a 7-1. So coming into this losers bracket finals, it is going to be quite a show between these two teams. When I think they are at pretty much equal footing, despite how different the scores seemed just now. Because South Korea, I think, got more time to adjust now, and we've known that South Korea is a good team, that when you give them time to adjust, they can muster up much better results than when you just throw them down into a pit of fire without them being able to prepare much, for lack of a better term. Well, meanwhile, UK is extremely strong. We saw just how incredibly of a carry Bubbleman is just yesterday, and I think we can see more from him today, because honestly, like one or two carry on this map pool, it is going to be extremely impactful on the overall results.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen so far that Boberman has definitely stepped up. Based on the performances of the last match, if he does that same thing, there's definitely a good chance that United Kingdom could take this one from South Korea. And as you mentioned as well, even though he has been carrying quite a lot, there's still been a lot of strong performances from his team, in particular Spare on some of the double time maps. You see him stepping up in these situations.
Definitely. Which brings me to the question, who do you think is the likely winner here, Kano?
It's really, really hard to say because these two teams are very, very, very close. You have, obviously, the strength of the PP brothers, as we've said so far, but then you also have the reckoning force that is Bubbleman, along with a lot of other really, really strong players to help support that. I mean, South Korea is also a force to be reckoned with. You have players like Yaong, Neta, Enon, for example. There's just that both teams have such solid rosters that this could go any way. But I think the longer that this match goes on, if they do manage to bring it to a tiebreaker, it could actually go in South Korea's favor. But if United Kingdom can get some of the early points going, I think that they can honestly take this one early. But if it comes down to tiebreaker, I definitely think it's going to be in South Korea's favor.
I definitely agree with that assessment. I think South Korea and United Kingdom are both teams that they prevail in the long run. But in this case, the early game is definitely something to look out for, because South Korea and the UK, they definitely want to score as many picks from the other as possible. UK here is demonstrating yesterday that they got quite an edge on several of the picks. South Korea might feel rather edgy about. Sorry, not edgy. My mistake. Rather shaky about. I think UK may opt to ban one of the double times, where South Korea may just go for the AR8 hidden ban, which is made of fire.
Yeah, I think they're most likely going to stick to what they've been doing so far, which is banning out a lot of the hidden. They seem to not really like it, even though they have a lot of players who can comfortably play it, I would have to say.
Yeah, but then again, Made of Fire is an anomaly on itself, even when this entire map pool is so incredibly hard. It basically forces the entire player, the four players from that team, to go overextend. And so far, we've seen Made of Fire being banned every single match this weekend. That's right, every single match. People don't even want to leave it out as an option for the other team to pick it. They are incredibly diffident when coming across that map in particular, I would say. So, whichever team is feeling less of a burden for that map can just let the other team decide whether or not they want to have it in the pool. Whereas relying on spending their own ban on that particular map, I don't think it's particularly worth it if you think you can maybe even just get 1 or 2 good combos on there. Because we've known that Poland has Wolf who just managed a hidden full combo before coming into this weekend. And UK here, we've got incredible reading monsters like Bubble Man and Doomsday who can do old maps like the back of like just going into a walk in the park. So yeah, I think both teams are going to have some interesting things to think about coming into this play.
Yeah, I mean, even Spare and OP James are 2 hidden monsters as well, especially when the lower prey rate kicks in. We've seen Spare step up in the group stages in particular. I think it was on the Firth 07th expansion map. That one, he managed to step up on AR8 hidden, but I think that Made of Fire is definitely going to be a good choice for South Korea to ban, because there actually has been a few results if you've been paying attention to some of the scrims or in-house things that people have been doing. But basically, United Kingdom scrimmed a few players. I think it was like a mix between Canada and Norway kind of thing. And Doomsday actually managed to just beat GN on Made of Fire. So that kind of speaks levels when you have a map like that.
Yeah, Made of Fire is kind of reserved for like the super hidden monsters. We're talking like GN, Kizzy, Woey, like those players are basically what you'd expect to step up for this, but throw it into just someone who's averagely good on AR8 hidden or old maps, you're gonna be having a difficult time, really.
Yeah. And it looks like we will be going with United Kingdom's warm-up first, which is the Wehehe map.
Wehehe, what is this?
These ones. No babies. Jump around. It's a great...
I've never seen this, to be honest. Have you seen this before, Kino?
It's usually one of the stable picks for the United Kingdom during warm-ups. You'll see a whole bunch of UK players opting for this one. Baha is probably someone who's very commonly played this one many, many times in warm-ups.
UK has some very interesting mappers, needs to say. We've got like the name that comes on top of my head right now is Jesse1412, who's known for I guess if they do come across Poland, they'll definitely throw one of his maps up there as a warm-up, just saying.
Yeah, that's always a possibility as well. I'm curious to see what kinds of predictions we have for bans. Like, we've seen, as you mentioned, I think that South Korea will probably go for the hidden ban, but I'm curious to know what United Kingdom might go for. As you said, double time is an option, but Elemental Creation was also something they didn't perform the best on. They had a few players struggling just a little bit.
Yeah.
But South Korea, on the other hand, they had Netta absolutely stepping up on a map like that.
I agree with that assessment. Maybe if UK took into consideration of South Korea's earlier performances, they definitely want to look at that 76 match, where did South Korea show their greatest strength, where did South Korea show like they were struggling, and consider their Benson picks accordingly. Because map pool wise, UK played 8 maps and South Korea played 13. Which basically covers the entire pool almost. And so UK has more knowledge of South Korea. The informational asymmetry favors UK in this case. However, South Korea, I've mentioned them being this team that can become stronger over time. Like if you give them time to adjust and they study the pool with actual experience, they'll be able to come up with amazing results in this kind of Mark II, Mark III upgrade. UK will definitely have to take that into consideration because South Korea is a team that evolves during the play. I think UK can still just opt for a double time ban if they feel like they're being too shaky. But like you said, Elemental Creation Gitado is definitely like the thing that South Korea may have an edge over on UK. But then again, UK may have practiced themselves and thought that, hey, you know what, Elemental Creation, we can stand just as strong as they can, so let's just leave it in the pool and ban something else. I think that's a fair possibility.
I think that something as well that's really important is that as much as United Kingdom didn't, it seemed like they didn't really perform that well on Elemental Creation, but they did have a fairly balanced roster in terms of how they played on it. They still managed to actually beat Germany despite Dust Ice FCing, but that was mostly just because all the players performed relatively evenly. I would say there was probably a little bit of scatter, but But yeah, it's definitely something that they could opt for as an option. I think that double time is still fairly comfortable for them. I mean, we've seen Bubbleman and Spare both perform really well on Airi, for example, and the other double time pick is one that they could potentially ban, though, as you mentioned.
Yeah, the other double time pick, it's kind of like it's always forgotten in the back of your head.
Yeah, Levita, it's just such a tricky map in terms of patterns and in terms of the bursts as well.
Yeah, usually we have like the non-AR10, it's 10.3 double time pick being slightly lower in BPM and more handleable by the general public. However, in this case, even if it's not AR 10.3, it is still incredibly fast. It's like 255 BPM on double time, which is, you know, I'd say like most people feel the comfort range below 240 BPM for non-AR 10.3s. And going one step above that as your non-AR 10.3, it kind of gets people thinking a little bit.
It seems almost like the map pool has been pretty much reversed when it comes to double time. You see the 10.3 almost as an alternating pick, which would be comfortable with lower approach rate. But that's the thing, it makes it uncomfortable when you put the higher approach rate there. And then the same thing applies when you put a 255 BPM map with double time. That just... If you put that with AR8 plus double time becoming 9.6, it's just an uncomfortable AR to be playing for some players. As you mentioned, people obviously prefer to play the higher BPM stuff with higher approach rate, so...
South Korea this year seems to be employing that double carry backbone strategy. We have the PP brothers featuring people like Gomo Saber coming in for Hard Rock, Nena coming in for Nomad, and just general tech picks. Yinan there to support when needed, and Firebat 92 actually stepping down a little bit this year. We've seen that he's being less active in the front line, but still appearing when his team absolutely needs him. And UK here, I think Bubbleman is of course the backbone carry. We got Doomsday still, old but gold. He's this veteran that's been going strong ever since the game saw inception, and we got other monsters like Spare, James like Bahamut, like these people stepping up as well. So overall, I'd give like the roster strength over to UK, but South Korea also, those were the Yan. That's the name I'd be trying to remember, but somehow 4 AM casting is not really my kind of thing right now. Yes, Young is also going to step up a lot and try to counter one of the UK's high scores when during the picks. So yeah, and right now in terms of local time, South Korea is 9 PM, UK is, I believe, somewhere like in the noon.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere around like 1 PM for the UK.
1 PM.
I'll double check that.
Yeah, I think like it's 12 PM, it's not 1 PM.
Yeah, 12 PM. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely UK will benefit in the long run as they gradually, I guess if they just finished lunch or not yet eaten, they will be able to adjust over the time of play, whereas South Korea may be growing, maybe at the prime right now, but growing tired as we go into the later hours, like reaching 10 PM, even 11 if the match drags on to approaching tiebreaker. So South Korea definitely looking to seal the match as soon as possible. UK possibly looking to, oh, this is Sega.
That one always hits people.
Yeah, like I say, UK, you're looking to you drag the match on a little bit if needed. But nonetheless, let's see what the players will do once they finish the second warm-up. And this map is fairly long now that I've seen it, Kano.
Yeah, it's a relatively lengthy map, and obviously that Sega slider is something that's pretty notable about the map. I've actually seen players can actually full combo that, despite how high velocity it is. I think Bubbleman's
it's quite a high velocity
in the past.
Yeah, it looks like it's quite horizontal. So maybe if you just twitch your cursor so you follow all the necessary tick points, you can get the FC on that one. But
you may even need to do a slide zigzag or something along the lines of that. But that slider is definitely tricky to hit.
But if you do it on side read like I am right now, then I would not think it's possible to even get past. You probably were like freaking go like WTF when you saw it.
It kind of just comes out of nowhere. Like the whole map is relatively similar in terms of its pace, but then it's just like one really fast slider that spells out Sega. It's throws you off just a little bit.
Yeah. It's overall though, this map I would say is quite standard for warm up. It's got jumps, it's got tricky patterns, it's got places where you can expect bursts. Like these are just the things that get you warmed up. Yeah, I'd say it's a good pick for UK, even though it's quite memey as well.
Yeah, I mean, the map pool is quite tricky overall, so picking these harder maps for warm-up definitely makes a lot more sense in comparison to the previous ones that we've seen so far.
Yeah, and definitely also as you mentioned, the map pool being a little hard on the difficult side. Yesterday we've seen a lot of fails come in from the maps that we probably weren't expecting, but people just I guess crash and burn at the end.
Yeah, that's definitely something we have to look out for in this match. Despite both of these teams seeming not to have many team fails, there could potentially be a fail coming out from one or two players. But yeah, we have been talking a lot about the PP brothers being a strong backbone, carry for South Korea, but Young has actually stepped up a lot when it comes to maps that we wouldn't really expect. I mean, we saw it on Tengaku, for example. But yeah, looks like we're getting into the next warm-up, which is South Korea's one. Climb is high. I'm not quite sure about the difficulty. I've never seen this one before, unless it's the ranked version. Because I get confused between difficulty names sometimes, but... So it won't be long before we get a chance to see whether or not the teams have practiced their roles. It's one of those things I always talk about. It's a skill mechanic. Definitely takes a lot of skill. We'll be getting into that after this warm-up, and then that will decide which teams ban first and second, and then which team picks first. Once again, as always, though, I'm really curious to see what they're going to opt for, because these two teams are fairly evenly matched across the board. Just got to fix a few things up and wait. Won't be too long. And then we'll be kicking off for this next warm-up. But yeah, guys in Twitch chat, who are you going for on this one? You going for the United Kingdom, or are you cheering for South Korea? Make it known in chat. Support your teams. You can also, if you want to, opt for a banner as well to show your extra support that way. Because all contributions from that will go towards the prize pool for the players. And this match will actually determine whether or not they get some. Because this will be a entry into the third place match. The winner of this will be facing off against the United States, and then whoever progresses from that will be facing off against Poland in the grand final. So yeah, kicking off with this next warm-up, it's Climb is High. So far, it looks like a relatively normal consistency pick, I'd have to say. Starting off with a few simplistic jumps. Nothing too tricky, a little bit on the modern mapping style. Prey with a bit of an early miss there, as well as Enon having one right at the beginning. But Enon is also opting for Hard Rock, so we could see Enon stepping in for some of these Hard Rock picks coming in. Spare also going with Hard Rock as well. So far, seems like the song is building up just a little bit, getting into a bit more of a jumpy section. A few tricky cut streams coming in there. Enon missing on that. Spare as well dropping along with Carthy. So far, Bubbleman and Doomsday holding on strong. Pring is actually the only full combo for the side of South Korea at the moment in this warm-up. Young is always showing a strong display of accuracy here, 99.7. But also for those of you that don't know, Young's previous username has also been My Aim Sucks in the past, along with many others, but yeah, it's usually a case of one miss for Young, sadly. One miss, one slider break, something along the lines of that. We've seen it in the tournament so far. A lot of the time the accuracy is always high from Young, but sometimes just struggles to get that full combo. But I mean, we saw it on Amazing Break. A 6-100 play was absolutely insane. Spare and Enon having a little bit of trouble on a map like this with Hard Rock, and it makes sense because, I mean, these jumps are quite intense. Definitely a good test of aim. Bubbleman with another drop there, but Doomsday is holding on to his full combo. He's pretty much battling Pring right now, with a slight accuracy advantage. Getting into the jump section, Doomsday drops, but Pring is holding on. Prey also managed to get through that, along with Carthy. But as I say that, Prey drops on the stream. But my goodness, look at Pring once again on form. Pring has honestly just been an absolute monster throughout this entire tournament. Been stepping up so much. I mean, we've seen some notable performances, but one definitely is that full combo on Fleshbound in the last round. That was an absolutely insane performance from Pring. But yeah, coming in strong with a full combo here. The only player to have full combo that map. But yeah, Pring is definitely showing to be strong here, showing that he's ready. Doomsday with the one miss though as well. That's a big step up we've seen so far. But these two teams definitely showing to be fairly evenly matched. So we're just waiting on the rolls now. Going to be seeing if the team captains, or I guess even the teams, I don't know, maybe it's a team effort to be able to practice the roles. You got to do it scrimming in a multi sometimes. You know, battle your teammates, see if you can get the best roll. Because again, as always, I say this is a skill mechanic. It requires skill. Nets are coming in with a 39. Carthy rolls a 56. Unless I've missed a roll. I mean, despite every other player just pretty much opting to roll here, Spare's gone with a 98.
So I guess in UK will be banning first.
Yeah, UK gets the first ban. have to wonder whether or not our prediction is going to be right here, Evrian. Whether or not we're going to see potentially the other double time pick, or maybe even something like Elemental Creation.
I mean, they're all equally up in the air right now. So let's see what UK has to ban now.
They may also go with the same strategy as South Korea, where they just sort of ban out something they don't want to play, more so.
Yeah, it's kind of like the safety net ban strategy. Also, sorry for being absent just now. My 20 client completely crashed at the second warm-up map, so Kano had to carry.
It's fine, man. It's fine. These things happen. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm just waiting, patiently waiting, we're anxiously waiting for these. But
seems like yeah, UK is taking their sweet time. I'm guessing maybe there's something they noticed during the 2 warm-up maps that made them maybe change the strategy a little bit. You know, you can never be too safe banning the maps.
Yeah, I mean, when you see Pring full combo a really, really heavy jump map, which is fairly based on consistency, it may make the United Kingdom want to rethink their strategy a little bit. Things like Packet Hero could also be an option to ban.
And
they're actually opting to ban Amazing Break. Oh my goodness, this is quite a surprise.
I would agree with that. In that it's a surprise, but also you have to notice that there's a slight fail potential at the end where we have the zigzag stream going upwards, and that is just absolutely brutal. Seeing yesterday, I think it was Toy who failed that, and yeah, that just straight up comes out of nowhere. Absolutely.
My goodness, these bans, they are completely against what we expected, because
Yoshino Linwood, wow.
Yeah, we're seeing Amazing Break banned from the United Kingdom when they had a fairly strong performance on it last time, but I think this could be something that they may want to choose to ban just to be on the safe side, because Young also managed to full combo this.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Yoshi. So for the first time this weekend, Made of Fire is actually not banned. I mean, South Korea leaving it in the pool is quite daring, but I mean, I like it. Maybe we're actually gonna see Made of Fire, but yeah, South Korea going out there, like maybe they're playing like a game of chicken, like saying you dare to pick it, we dare you, but just letting you know that we aren't backing down from that. Packet Hero here is quite interesting. To start off, it's no mod pick. Basically, we've got jumps, we've got fast sliders. It's just a mishmash of everything we've loved and adored so far, and it's quite long as well.
Yeah, this is one of your relatively jumpy and kind of also speedy consistency picks that we've seen. As you've mentioned, there's lots of bursts, and the jumps are also pretty nasty. It actually has a fairly difficult intro as well, so we could see a lot of drops right there. Right off the bat, pretty much. But yeah, these bans are definitely very surprising. And also with Made of Fire that in the pool left, it's just, that makes it so much more hype, man. I'm really, really excited to see that picked, and I'm expecting it to be picked as well.
I think UK definitely can pick Made of Fire if it is actually, because they just got that roster to do it. South Korea is not one to back down because their roster is strong enough to handle any of the map in this pool.
Yeah, it could have also been something that they've practiced. I mean, if they've gone with a band that isn't in the hidden, that could be something that they've been working on. They might have been practicing a lot of the hidden, so we could see whether or not that changes things. They definitely do have some strong hidden players, but I've seen from all the previous stages so far, we've seen that they don't really enjoy hidden. I mean, it's been banned from them almost every time. But yeah, looks like we'll be seeing James like stepping in for United Kingdom. Firebat also coming in for South Korea. Just waiting on their last player.
A fourth player. Who could it be? Yon, maybe?
It's possible. Possibility that we could see.
Firebat is asking to move Yon to the tournament server. He's playing long map. He's playing? I think he's like solo playing right now.
Either that or Firebat's referring to this map being long. I'm not sure.
Possibly.
Oh right, it could have been a long map, because was Young in for the last warm up? I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, who knows? After you play the second warm up, you gotta jump out while the band's being discussed, you just jump into a long map, get a bit
Yeah.
of practice in. Never hurts.
I mean, when players go on to here's something that like the public may not know, but the OWC is actually happening on a different server compared to the Bancho. It's a special tournament server. It's private, only for World Cups, and players on here do not show up in the actual Bancho. That's why you notice like when you go into game right now, people like Bobbleman, Prey, Firebat, they're not going to be on your online screen. And the players, as a result, are left alone in the server, and they prefer that solitude for a change in pace because, like, if they go back to Bancho, they will just get spammed by messages and by spectators and such. So, like, people actually prefer to stay on here and play some maps to just play the game like it is and accept without some disturbances otherwise. It's kind of sad, but also at the same time kind of amusing. Because you have players who end up staying for too long, and people like Locktap gonna go up to them and say, "Get the hell out of here!" and when the match is like finished, like 5 hours later, they're still online and playing.
What are you still doing on the tournament server? Get out!
Get out! Yep, and Jan asking why am I playing this? He was not expected to be picked up, but I guess he has to when maybe his team is not otherwise so comfortable.
I mean,
Young is kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen Young step up on some of these aim picks. I mean, particularly Tengaku, as I've mentioned plenty of times by now, but it could make a difference there. It could make a difference. Yeah. The accuracy as well is also a big thing.
Young is a very well-rounded backbone for the South Korean roster. So definitely, I think having him, whatever the map, is always a good choice.
Yeah, getting into Pack here, bit of a rough intro. But so far, players not having that bad of a time.
Yep. Overall accuracy advantage goes to South Korea slightly. Prey does tank his accuracy slightly, but he's also going to be the first one to see a break.
Yeah, dropping on that little bit of a slow section there, actually. Could be the nerves kicking in. Karthi also dropping as well. So that's a miss for both sides. Pring and Bobbleman dropping at the exact same time. That's two of the carries already without full combos. But every single player on the side of the United Kingdom has dropped. Unless that's my tournament client not having a good time. Nope, that's breaks from the United Kingdom. Firebat and Young still holding on.
I was having a little stutter on my tournament screen, so I was not sure what the hell's going on for like 10 seconds. But yeah, I mean, there's some patterns in this map with just immense drops, so I wouldn't be surprised to see players all dropping in one. Then again, players have to really watch out for that, because otherwise they're going to give the other team too much of a lead, because Firebat right now is just taking off with Yan. Like, those two are just playing like monsters. Oh, and there goes Yan. So
that was like a 50% commentator's curse there, everyone.
50%.
Mate?
It's
because Firebat's still holding on, but Young drop.
You know, like it's like shotguns. This shotgun theory, where you have like more than one target, like your shot's not gonna always hit, but they may end up hitting one of the targets. But hey, at least one people will survive, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Firebat managed to make it through your commentator's curse, but
and I mean, Pring is also making up
any point.
Yeah, Pring is also up a combo, and he is challenged by Bobbleman on the other side. United Kingdom is definitely eyeing for another break from South Korea, but not a break from their own, actually. Bobbleman there may be yet to warm up, and let's see what Firebat can do to carry on to the lead. I mean, we're coming up to a couple of jumps after this section. This is the kind of like the how do I want to say it? Like the interlude section. This is fairly slow, time to build up combos. But then again, we've seen players dropping on slow sections this weekend, not really sure what's going on.
Yeah, James like actually just breaking right before that slow section, as you mentioned. And I mean, so far, South Korea is showing a very, very strong performance on their own pick. This is one of those things where, United Kingdom could have had a bit more time to discuss their picks and bans, because, as I mentioned, with how well Pring and, I mean, so far also Firebat is stepping up to the table for this one. Something like this, a relatively aimey consistency pick, might have been a good choice for them. Although I know United Kingdom can definitely perform really well on this, I would have to say a lot of these misses are actually very uncharacteristic coming in from them.
And we're seeing that South Korea now pretty much fully recovered from their early breaks. We have Prey and Pring both must have very good combos. Young right behind them, and United Kingdom not too far out of the picture yet. They're eyeing for another break from South Korea, but 400,000 points behind. They really need some sort of miracle to happen here because soon we'll be seeing the accuracy part coming in. And is that going to be the miracle they're looking for? Firebat breaking. Pring is still holding strong though, and Pring with a very good combo to offset whatever UK has to throw at him.
Yeah,
so
this
gonna
is
come
definitely
into
the saving
accuracy, I
grace.
think.
This is definitely the saving grace that the United Kingdom needs. Pring, Firebat, and Prey have all broken. This could be a comeback if they all manage to hold on. James Like has dropped though.
Oh yes, but is there gonna be enough time?
I think there's still plenty of time, especially if South Korea keep missing as they do. So far, another combo reset from Firebat. Spare has got a 4-digit combo going.
After all, right now we do see that the slight accuracy favors UK, but is Spear going to be enough to make it up all by himself? That's my question. And here we have a couple more nasty jumps coming in to throw people off guard, but 200,000 points, the lead is closing. The lead is absolutely closing in.
Yeah, with Bowman dropping there.
I don't think there's enough time though.
There's not enough time for the United Kingdom to make a comeback here.
Yeah, this part is too slow for anything to concretely happen.
It's definitely a lot closer than I looked at the beginning of this.
Yeah. Like, Bubbleman probably dropped like once or twice too many to actually impact the match. But, I mean, South Korea, it could have swung either way, that's my point.
Yeah, with a map that lengthy as well, I mean, we've seen misses happen randomly. A lot of those misses actually did occur on some of the slow sections, which was quite a surprise. But yeah, definitely a very, very close match between those two so far on this no mod consistency pick.
And now it's UK's turn to pick and retaliate.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that Made of Fire pick coming out any moment now. It's got to be waiting. It's just it's got to be there. It could also be something that they may leave as a backup option, but yeah, it's got to be picked. It's got to be picked.
Yeah,
we can't
except
not see it picked.
It's the other hidden pick has been picked, Polygon. This incredibly techy and incredibly hard to read map by Cebu, our beloved Norwegian player. It's going to come into play. Polygon on difficulty Heptagon.
Yeah, this map is quite insane. A lot of, I guess, stream jumps, jump streams, however you want to refer to it. But not only that, it's just it requires so much technical skill. This is a map that you can see Young definitely have a very strong performance on. Bubbleman would also perform really well on this.
Yeah, but players who are good with hidden and tech maps, you kind of have to have a combination of both.
Yeah, and I mean the rest of the players on all these lineups as well are going to perform really well on it. We could also see a potential team fail, but it's very, very unlikely unless all the players do happen to not lock on that one really nasty section.
We do see a team fail from Taiwan yesterday, but I think that's just like, even they were not expecting it. They probably were expecting like 1 or 2 person to fail there, and the others will give them time to come back. But I mean, if it happened, it may happen again. I mean, history has a tendency to repeat itself, so not to jinx the players, but I think they gotta watch out for that part.
Yeah, it's a spot where we can definitely expect, I mean, at least a combo break, if not worse than that, you know. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not the players do happen to tank accuracy or if they couldn't hold on to it, because this is one of those ones where you can see a lot of accuracy drops for the sacrifice of holding on to a combo.
To cheese through the combo, that's what we like to call it.
Yeah.
But that's actually easier to be said than done for a map like this.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, going for the cheese strat can actually force you to break more than anything. So it's a risky option. I mean, either way, whether or not you choose to try and do them as well as you can, or if you choose to go for the slight cheese route, it's going to be very, very risky.
Yeah, the one section to watch out for is the section that Kano you've noted. It's the spaced stream spamming SSS pattern in the mid, like near the end.
Yeah,
I think it's like 3/4 of a way.
The jump streams are absolutely nasty in that last section. Carthy's starting off with a bit of an early miss there, but it's fairly early into the map, so it's not too bad. Still plenty of opportunities for misses all throughout this.
Yeah, one thing to note that this map is not particularly fast BPM wise. However, the no density and plus the slider velocity makes this map feel considerably a lot faster than it is. But if you notice the streams, it actually is not all that particularly fast. We do see a couple more breaks coming in. In fact, Prey is the only FC holding on the South Korean side. He is of course being challenged by Spare on the other side, each eyeing for the other to break. But then, to be honest, I don't think this map can be decided by one player solely. It has to be a team effort, if anything.
Ooh, that space triple catching Spare off guard, but Prey also responding with a miss shortly after that. Spare's accuracy in comparison to Prey's, though, is actually giving Spare the advantage for the United Kingdom.
Yeah, Prey is not really known for his accuracy. The PP brothers kind of Prey with the combo, Prey with the Ack. Also the combo, if you want to put it that way. But then again, this is still fairly close. 200,000 points, not even, actually. Firebat over there must bring up a good combo to defend against OP James plus Carthy.
Yeah. But Yaung and Carthy also dropping at the exact same spot. It's OP James versus Firebat towards the end here. Pring is also building up a nice combo following that. Firebat and OP James drop. Spare drops as well. All players have dropped combo.
Oh,
right now it's still in favor of the United Kingdom for 150,000 points or so.
Here's the players survive. Good, they managed to recover. That section is absolutely brutal. I feel so bad for the players having to endure that, but they have to for the sake of their teams. And it seems like UK will be able to just inch forward and clench this point from South Korea. It was very close like the previous map. I don't think either team has the definite say on what could have gone down there, but UK, it's a worthy gambit, I would say. Definitely one of the more... Yeah.
Those were just constant back and forth rivalries between players. I mean, we saw it started off with Spare versus Prey, and then it ended up being Yaung Firebat versus OP James and Carthy, for example. And I mean, obviously Pring and Bubbleman doing their fair share to help support each of their teams. So, but that one will be going to the United Kingdom. As you mentioned, that map is relatively low BPM, but it definitely feels a lot faster. And you notice that a lot with these technical picks in particular. It's just the nature of the difficulty.
Yeah.
It feels a lot faster, or I guess it can appear a lot faster, even though it kind of isn't. It's just all about finger control and I guess keeping your cursor relatively controlled throughout these tricky bends.
Mappers have many ways to make a song presented in different formats. They can make high BPMs appear low, and the low BPMs feel like they're absolutely the heck of the ride. Maklovids in the chat saying OP James is OP. I would say so as well after his performance just now. He basically was one of the responsible for UK defending against South Korea on that pick. And it seems like we're going with Coco no Sose.
Yeah, I mean with analyst skills like that, we definitely need this person on the team. It's really hard to spot that OP James is OP. But nah. He's definitely performing really well so far, especially on these hidden picks. And hopefully we may see a strong performance from OP James coming in on Made of Fire as well. I'm assuming that's something that they've been practicing.
Coco no Sose, the Supreme Genesis. This song has been around for quite a while, and it's been around but never known to be conquered. Even today, I don't think the scoreboard is fully saturated. We still have yet to fully experience the complete dominance of this map set. But before that, it's already been picked for this map pool, and the players have to come up with good combos to deal with it. We have seen high combos. Have we seen full combos actually on this map? I don't think so. Have we?
There are full combos, but not in the tournament. So
not in this tournament, right? That's what I was getting to. Like before, we have players like even back in the olden days, full combo this. I think it was like Kokizi double S-ing this. But this map was never actually just one to be put down. It's always been there on the back of everyone's mind.
Yeah, I mean in a tournament setting as well, like with the nerves and all the pressure behind you, it's very, very tricky to maintain the focus that you require for a map like this. And I mean, we've seen so far that players have had very strong performances on it, but yeah, a full combo on like this is very, very unlikely. Because it's insanity. It literally speaks for itself. The difficulty named Chaos. It's just there's so much going on, and not only that, but some of the patterns are just so tricky to hit. You have the square sections, then you have a lot of the back and forth sections. Even some of the bursts can kind of catch you off guard as well. But the sliders being as tricky as they are, this map just has so much to offer in terms of difficulty.
Yep. Yesterday, of course, many of those who watched the stream or saw the VOD would remember that USA versus Poland came down to an extremely close result, where Team Poland beats USA by a mere 182 points, which I think is absolutely the closest result we've seen this OWC.
Yeah, I mean, the score difference was literally the difference that we saw right at the beginning of this map, where the scores were flicking back and forth. But Doomsday with the early miss, not looking like a good start for the United Kingdom. Baha also responding with one, but Neta has dropped on the side of South Korea.
Yeah, kind of surprised to see that Fireback stopped playing. But then again, although he is pretty good at the old style mapping, he's not really known for playing them. Actually, all of South Korea, they're dropping. I'm not sure if that's just a blind, but I think it actually did drop. Which means United Kingdom, now Bubbleman's chance to carry with a double S.
Yeah, Bubbleman coming in strong here. Despite Dooms having that early miss and Baha as well, they're both following up with a nice combo to help support the team. But as I do say that, Baha drops again.
Yeah, there are a couple of sections in here, in particularly the geometrical patterns, namely the squares, as we call them. The square patterns is a 4+4 jump combo, one going clockwise, one going counterclockwise, and we've seen those are just sections where everyone drops, no questions asked. It's like your mother telling you to go to bed, that kind of thing. You don't ask anything, you just do.
Yeah, I mean, if we see players full combo through a section like that, that's definitely going to set a really, really nice tone.
Yeah, that's where the combos all reset. And speaking of combo reset, South Korea all recovering. And not
every
anymore.
single player has missed on that entire section except for Spare. But Spare had missed shortly.
Spare with a
just
slight
before that.
combo lead in that. Not too much though, but he's going to make a difference for now. I think I just sniped like six players with one single commentator's curse.
Yeah, I mean, this map is very, very curse heavy. We've seen
the first
it so
quarter
far.
section.
We've got Bubbleman and Gomo building up nice combos for each of their teams. Spare's got a miss there.
Here we go with the squares. Oh,
Preem getting through that, and Baha as well.
Preem getting through that as well. Oh. Now that's going to be interesting. Less than 100,000 points in difference exiting the first course. This can create some interesting implications as we go up next. We have a slow section coming up, and this is going to be a chance of players to build up combos before the next chorus hits.
Yeah, keeping those combos is definitely really important in a section like this. But I mean, this map is just filled with so many spots where you can drop. We've seen it so many times. Players have just been dropping randomly all throughout this. I mean, even on some of the so-called easier sections, even though they are still fairly tricky, you know, any misread can make a difference.
Yeah, this is the kind of map. It's kind of a map that old players are going to be having extremely good edge on compared to new players. Namely because these patterns are very symmetrical and also linear in more ways than one. So new players who are used to just spamming PV jumps, for lack of a better term, are going to be struggling a little bit.
Yeah, we're definitely looking for a fairly even match towards the end of this as well. So far, players have pretty much been matching their combos as the match goes on. But Prey has also dropped there as well, so that's not looking good for South Korea at all.
Here we have another square cup coming in. Only Doomsday dropping there. That is what South Korea is looking for. Bahamut is there, only one holding the 700 plus combo. Prey eyeing for another window of opportunity here. He's going to do it. If Bahamut gives in, then Prey is definitely going to be able to help South Korea come back here. But as we come across,
Bahamut needs to hold on here. But Gomo is also putting up a nice 700
combo.
combo.
I completely missed him. Yeah, if South Korea holds on to these two combos, they're going to be able to come back. There's enough room to come back left in the map. Less than 50,000 points in difference. Going to the next core section. It's the hardest one. Satan really went all out here with the mapping. And we have one more square pattern coming in.
Anything could change at this point right now. It's getting close.
Here's the next geometrical patterns coming in. Wait, did we forget that? Oh no, not yeah. There's no more. I think we have just that one place where it's all just accurates now. It's so small.
Doomsday as well. It's gonna get so close.
So
right
close.
Towards the end of it as well. It's a slow
182
section as well.
again. There's no way
to go back. It's oh my goodness! Could we see another 182 point difference? It's gonna get so close right at the end here. Pring and Gomo have 2 4-digit combos against United Kingdom with 1. Spare's got a 900 combo. This is gonna get so close right towards the end. 7,000 points difference.
Not 182, but just as good, I would say. Everyone's combo made a difference. This map just demands every single combo to be counted in. We've made
another close match on this map so far.
Oh my god! Like every single time we've seen like maps where they can go up to like millions of points in difference, and we see that it's not really gonna make much of a difference when players drop. But not for this map. This map demands every single player to look out for where they drop, not how they drop or how many times they drop. It's just that even if you make it through one square section, even if just by a couple of nodes of difference, you could have made a difference for your team. That is so scary as an implication. Pring there almost brought it back with Gomo. This is not even a question about like whether they can. They definitely can. It's just that are they given the chance to?
Pring and Gomo they were on a mission to try and bring that one back, but Baha was just like, nope, I've got this, guys, don't worry. I mean, and not only that as well. You saw pretty much the entire side of the United Kingdom had managed to build up relatively decent combos throughout the entire time. Like, Spare started off really, really strong, which helped bring that up. And then you had Baha just completely blitzing that ending.
Yeah. I mean,
that got super close. If there was just a little bit more time, that would have been probably going back in favor of South Korea.
I would agree so.
Towards the end. Accuracy drops towards the end could have also been a thing. We weren't really paying too much attention to that. South Korea might have had just a few 100s that, could have made a difference right at the end there.
In the words of our in-house statistician Deadbeat, shit was close, yo.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not quite as close as the last match that we saw, but that was definitely a fairly close one. And I mean, we're probably going to expect a lot more close matches on this map in particular. We've seen it.
I would agree.
It's got so much break potential. You can see it happen on an easy section. You can see it happen on a hard section. It's just breaks just happen almost anywhere.
UK here now with the pick. Let's see what they can get to pick in response. And even Gomo himself, I can't believe it. Like they were expecting like close, but I mean a 4-digit difference is extremely close. Not 182, but extremely close nonetheless.
So yeah, it looks like United Kingdom is opting for Levide, which is actually quite a surprise because we expected them to ban this one. That was our predictions originally, but I mean, they might have practiced it. And not only that, they do have some very strong players for this map in particular.
Yep, Levide.
I mean, Young was someone who had insane accuracy on this map last time. We saw, I believe it was the 98, almost close to 99 maybe, or maybe it was 98.2 or something. But yeah, nonetheless, Young definitely has a really, really strong performance in terms of accuracy as well as combo.
Young was one of the like 2015-2016 player who really ascended to the scene, but he's always been around. And before he's known as My Aim Sucks, before that HDHR. But that name, like we've mentioned in the past, is extremely misleading because he actually does double time incredibly well as well. Hidden Hard Rock, sure, it's well done his dish, but double time, it's kind of what this man was got himself up there in the ranking board.
Yeah, and I mean, as this map is one of those maps which is fairly old in terms of the mapping style, so it's not really your modern double time pick that we see these days. Definitely something a lot of the older players would be a little bit more adjusted to. You have players on the side of the United Kingdom like Baha and Spare who are very, very well known for having really good double time plays. So they are definitely ones to look out for on UK. Young also had a really strong performance in this last time, and Firebat as well is another one who's very, very familiar with double time.
RS
But-
Nier saying in the chat, best song in the pool. I would definitely agree with that. I think this is absolutely a beautiful piece.
Yeah, this is a really, really nice song to listen to, and the map also plays quite nice too. Despite how, I guess, the older, I would have to say this is a bit more unconventional in comparison to the more modern mapping that we see nowadays.
For those who
But
can
these-
appreciate it, like UK know, I say you are a man of
Yeah.
culture as well.
Yeah, I definitely love these older maps going back. I mean, despite missing out on the majority of the era more than anything, but I actually still go back and play these maps and find a lot of enjoyment out of it. And
Here
I
we
honestly
go.
recommend everyone else should do the exact same thing if possible.
I will definitely go back to revisit some old maps after this tournament. And already in the beginning, lots of breaks coming in, which is not really something we see unexpected. After all, this is just jumping straight into a double time map, and players can drop when they're not so used to the speed yet. But as we go on, we'll see this combo start to build up once again.
Yeah, you definitely got to readjust to the speed, but not only that, the nature of these patterns, you can see drops almost anywhere. These jump sections are really, really nasty, and not only that, but you have to have insane finger control and the aim to be able to manage the bursts in between all of these tricky jump sections.
Yep. Here we have South Korea, Gomo and Pring holding strong for their side, giving a room for Young to make a comeback. Oh, I was actually going to say something more about Gomo, but he just broke there. I'll go with that nonetheless. Gomo, I mean, I think he first appeared on the Korean roster 2014 WC and was left dormant for 2 years before coming in this year again. Back then, he didn't really show up, to be honest, when we have amazing monsters like Sayonara Bai on the team. But he really did give the field the impression, if not by his skills, by his name at least. And this year coming in, I think he's one of the very stronger backbones for the South Korean roster. He's coming in for some hard rock picks, incredibly good, I'd say.
Yeah,
Oh.
most definitely. So far, it's pretty much going to be looking like a battle between Spare and Pring right now, because we did see Carthy and Bubbleman also drop. Bahamut having a little bit of trouble regaining combo from the beginning as well. But yeah, it's not looking good for the United Kingdom, as Gomo has a bit of a combo going, along with Pring with a slightly higher combo than Spare, but so far the accuracy advantage is definitely in UK's favor. Actually, it's just the two full combos. Spare has a bit of an accuracy advantage over Pring. But yeah, we get into one of the more trickier sections. Here's where a lot of the bursts start kicking in. We could see some misses coming out from either of the players. Pring dropping on that. This is going to be the big difference maker. Spare is still holding on right now. Spare is just... he is going insane.
Yeah, I mean this
he
man
is very,
this
very
man
well
is
known for the
extremely
double time
fast.
plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, the speed.
I mean, this man, however you want to call him, he is definitely a giant when it comes to double time playing. Spare, he is incredibly well versed when it comes to just summoning up a double time score. We have players who can do it on solo play, sure, give that delicious PP, but people like Spare, they for them to be able to reproduce their score in a tournament setting on demand, that's what makes these players so incredibly well on demanded.
Yeah, Spare definitely stepping up on that double time pick in particular. Despite United Kingdom having a bit of a rough start, I believe they had a few early misses coming in. They managed to really pull it back and bring some combos up. I mean, Bubbleman started off fairly strong. But yeah, a lot of really nice combos to help support Spare and take that victory.
Yeah.
Pring also had a really, really nice combo, but the accuracy was tanking just a little tiny bit.
Pring and Prey, I think Pring is the one with the better accuracy, actually, though.
Yeah, Pring is usually the one that has really, really nice accuracy in a full combo. But I mean, when you have a double time map like this, which challenges your speed and your stamina, you're definitely going to see a lot of accuracy drops, regardless of what player you are. I mean, when we see Young drop from 99, that's you know that's a big deal, all right?
Young is very good with accuracy, actually. And also to reiterate on your point from earlier, whoever wins this match is going to guarantee their team third place this year. But if South Korea ends up being taken over by United Kingdom, that's going to be fairly interesting, as we see that for the first time in WWC history, no Asian team will be left in the top 3.
Damn, we could potentially see history being broken here. So far, it's looking like a possibility because United Kingdom is up 3-1.
I mean, over the years, there's a paradigm shift. Before we have like 2012, 2013, like the Asian dominance, where teams like Taiwan, South Korea, Japan just completely dominates the scene. And 2015, 16 comes along. China seems to have a revival, but USA showing up incredibly strong those 2 years as well. And this year, they're definitely at the peak of their prime. So, yeah, if anything would happen, it's going to be this year.
Yeah, most definitely. And I mean, as you said, this definitely secures them a third place spot regardless, because they will be facing off against the United States, whoever happens to win this match. So they get at least the third place spot, if not potentially a second or a first.
Yeah, USA is an incredibly strong team though. So if you think about it that way, UK actually could use this, where South Korea could use this extra match going up against them to not only understand themselves better, but also get an idea of the map pool in general. Before, we've seen this happen in 2015, where USA went to losers bracket and they came back with amazing momentum, taking China down. And I think a lot of it is due to them having this this additional experience playing the map pool in actual matches. China last year also benefited from having gone down to the losers bracket, where they basically came back to fight the USA with making it fairly close at the end as well. And yeah, so I would say losers bracket is not necessarily a bad thing. So UK, South Korea, and even USA can benefit from an extra match or two.
Yeah, something to note as well is that either one of these teams, if they do happen to beat the United States and progress to the grand finals, whoever does progress through to the grand finals has to win twice, I believe. They have to win like a full match.
Yeah, grand finals right now, Poland is guaranteed one spot in there, so the other is being decided today. Yeah, today, and USA has to win twice, whereas Poland only has to win one more time. I mean, assuming whoever team goes up, USA, South Korea, or UK. I just realized that we're not yet at a grand final stage, and we don't know who the other opponent is.
I mean, it could be anyone. It could be anyone.
It could be anyone.
But, yeah, we've got three potential contenders. Yeah, 3 potential contenders for the grand final here. Yeah, but so far we're seeing. I was just gonna say we should probably be going back to the match. We are going a little bit. Yeah. We've got South Korea picking Outbreak here, which is quite an interesting one because this is just the AR-10, fairly snappy aim. I mean, I wouldn't really say that going for Hard Rock on something like this is a good choice because it doesn't really add much. You have already the AR-10. I mean, okay, the circle size doesn't really get that much smaller because you go from 3 to 3.9, but yeah, it definitely makes it a little bit harder. The multiplier could be something that you might be interested in, but yeah, I think we're probably going to see 2 hiddens coming in from both of these teams. Anyone going for Hard Rock, props to them.
Yeah, this map is by Strategus, who is known for being quite lenient with the circle size, but not so lenient with the pattern placement. It's like when you see CS3 from Strategus or CS2, you end up praying to yourself, oh my god, please have mercy on my soul.
Yeah, and this map also is fairly short, so it pretty much comes down to whether or not people manage to combo right before the break section towards the end, I would have to say. Whoever maintains the highest combo right at the end is probably going to make the big difference. I mean, if you can manage to full combo the map, that's insane too, but yeah, we're going to see a lot of drops here right at the beginning on this triangle section, potentially. But all players actually managing to hit that. Next part is probably going to be the back and forth that start kicking in here. A few of these sides are very nasty. Gomo dropping there.
Would you have one more full combo remaining on both sides? This is the one that's quite tricky to do overall.
Yeah, we're seeing the PP brothers.
Both Prey and Spare. Yeah, actually Prey is still ongoing. I didn't notice that. Wow,
yeah, so PP brothers against Spare right now, but Prey is having Prey and Pring are both having quite a tank and accuracy, dropping down to the 80s, whereas Spare is holding onto a 99. Pring has dropped there, so it's pretty much just Prey versus Spare right now, and it's still in favor of the United Kingdom. Bubbleman is burning up a nice combo here.
Yeah, I mean, all these players have potential to FC this, but the question is, can they do it right now? Half a map remaining on my screen at least, and here we go into the next tricky section very soon. This is like the slowdown, but it's like the calm right before the storm. And a cross-screen jump section, all players holding. I think Firebat only one dropping, but this is still...
Spare and Prey are still both holding onto a full combo here. It gets really slow right at the end here, so this is most likely going to be a full combo from both of them, which is really impressive. Spare coming in with a 97%.
Bubbleman right
potentially
behind
change
him
that
with
98.
one break only, I think.
Yeah, not only that, but also on hidden as well.
Yeah, yesterday he FC this, if I recall.
Yeah, I mean, James, like, also doing his fair share to help support the UK because you did have Pring and Gomo coming with nice combos on the back there. Firebat and OP James pretty much matching each other, but yeah, Spare going really, really strong there. Full comboing
Yeah.
with 90, was it 97 or 98? Close to 98 pretty much, but yeah.
7.96. I give it
Yeah.
98. And also, if you notice that,
I
that
give it a
accuracy
98.
between Spare and Prey actually has a hidden modification on, but he loses to Spare by 150,000 points, despite both players having the same both players full comboed. But Spare with a better accuracy is actually going to beat out Prey with a hidden modification.
Yeah, that is the power of Scorvy 2 kicking in right there. That is where you really, really need to have good accuracy as well as combo on these maps.
Yeah, Pen, stop
because-
provoking the players. Come on, the in-house referee is obviously trying to make a map happen.
But yeah, I mean, and not only that, as you mentioned, Prey did have hidden on, so that was a 1.05 multiplier kicking in for Prey, and even then, it was still 150,000 points the difference between him and Spare.
The accuracy is still very much so. I mean, Prey and Pring is probably trying to cheese out the combo, which is a very fair strategy to employ here. But when you have players on the other side who can do both the accuracy and the combo, namely Spare and Bubbleman, you are just looking for a world of hurt if you would end up going down that road, because while you can make it up by having the combo, you're really just praying for the opponent to break. And that is pretty much the same thing as having no combo at all.
Yeah. I'm also really curious to see what they're going to go for, because we still have Made of Fire. We have Made of Fire open, and it's free to pick.
Oh man, Holmei is being angry about staff stream sniping.
Yeah, I think that some of the stuff might be onto the United Kingdom. We could be seeing potentially a Made of Fire pick coming out. At least we hope. I mean, everyone wants to see it.
Are we going to see it? Twitch, tell us if you want to see the map. See the map. See the map.
Made of Fire.
Made of Fire. Da da hey hey. Da 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 da.
Never go wrong with a jam like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very well done when we sing it though. I mean, we have a bit of a practice to go before we sign up for Oz Idol.
Evan Kano, the duo, legendary duo.
It's alright, man. We'll be singing all the Eurobeat tunes. Catch us with that deja vu in the future. Don't worry, guys. 2018, make it our year.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so
we're actually
2018. We'll be running the 90s nonetheless. And we're now going down to see the Hard Rock pick, Kakusetsu Thanatos.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. So far, no Made of Fire, sadly, but we need to see it. I think they're going to be saving the best for last, if possible, because they do get a chance to pick most of the maps if this ends up going to tiebreaker. So we hope that we get a chance to see Made of Fire, right? Right?
Yep.
no bias, but yeah.
No bias,
anyways,
no bias.
Kakusetsu Thanatos is an insane map with Hard Rock. You have 71/3 sections. Not only that, but just tricky patterns overall. This is a huge test of rhythm and aim.
Locktap is asking me to sing this song accordingly. I can actually sing this song. I've heard the song enough times to actually be able to just reiterate it, but I'm not gonna sing it on stream. I don't think anyone would appreciate hearing me sing when they want to see some circle clicking, right? I mean, this is going to be incredibly difficult, like you mentioned, Kano. This is a very tech pick. 2 years ago, we've seen this map. Not sure if it's particular difficulty, but it's this map set, one of the maps from this map set, being featured in the Nomad for Finals map pool. And that was when we considered that to be extremely difficult by itself. And this year, 2 years later, seeing it in Hard Rock, out of all places, that's going to really speak volume in terms of how we've grown as a community. Like, players have just been overtaking each other left and right. Before you know it, the top 50 is saturated by 10,000 plus PPs. I think now it's like the top 100 is now saturated as well.
Yeah, I mean,
So, yeah,
you've
it's-
definitely seen a huge shift in the community in terms of what we can and can't play. I guess you would see a huge shift in terms of some of the higher approach rate stuff, and a lot of the tricky aim things. Also technical as well. I would have to say that a lot of technical players have also stepped up in these past few years, but I mean, we've also seen that with that said, as much as a lot of players are adjusted to a lot more modern maps, we've seen there's been a bit of a shift from some of the players being able to be comfortable on the lower approach rates or the older style of maps. As much as some of them still maintain that ability, there's a few that have kind of struggled just a little tiny bit compared to what we've seen in the past.
Yeah, definitely. And here we go into the song. Toxic Thanatos on the Rin difficulty. Despite how speedy this song looks, it actually has a very dark set of lyrics. You guys can go look it up afterwards. But yeah.
Yeah, I've actually seen
okay,
so it's definitely something, that's for sure. But
yeah.
we get into the beginning of this. It's fairly simplistic start, besides a few patterns kicking in very, very shortly. Doomsday with an early miss as well as Firebat. Or as Carthy as well has also dropped. So far it's 3 full combos against 2, but that could change at any point right now because these patterns are going to start getting harder and harder.
Yeah, this map is slowly warming up. It has a gradual build up, but it's definitely there. And the players are hitting the stream very impressively. I mean, that stream has a very nasty empty node end section where you can possibly or just press one more time when not being careful and just end up over streaming. South Korea taking over the lead. It's theirs to keep if they can hold on to the combos. And here we go into the first quarter section. Doubles kicking in. The players are going to be seeing drops soon enough. And here we go with drops from Spare and Gomo.
Doubles in those 1/3 sections. Those 1/3
the 1/3 space 1/3 is absolutely brutal, even on no mod. Hard Rock make it even worse. But it's still fairly close. Finishing the first quarter section, scoreboard now displays 30,000 points in difference in favor of South Korea. South Korea now has a chance to expand the lead, but Pring there dropping the accuracy a little bit along with actually everyone. Only one holding a high enough accuracy is actually Bubbleman, followed by Spare, 99 and 98 respectively. Fairly impressive on this map with Hard Rock, I would say, and that's already an understatement. Accuracy may play into the map in the later section. In the mid section, it's definitely combo-wise, so South Korea can lose its chance to take off and score, which they'll definitely need once the accuracy multiplier starts to kick in near the end.
Yeah, I mean, we're just past the halfway mark right now. A bit of a slow section kicking in after the stream, but Pring has also dropped on that stream there. This could be the difference that United Kingdom needs. They do have a slight accuracy advantage going into this. But the combos are also very similar. Gomo is just a little tiny bit oh wait, no, sorry. Spare is actually pretty much mashing Gomo's combo. So yeah, United Kingdom has the combo advantage right now. They just need to hold on to these combos in hopes that they don't break it.
Then again, the combos are, in a macro sense, fairly close still. And actually, I would say that the ending section kicks in, we'll see where accuracy kicks in. And then again, accuracy also favors Team UK. With Pring and Neta unable to really muster bucket recovery in the accuracy, they're going
this is where the big build-up comes in, though. We could see some misses coming in here. Players need to hold on right now. Bubbleman has dropped his full combo.
That's going to be massive, definitely. Oh, Neta as well.
So Neta responding with that full combo drop. This is still a possibility. There's still a possibility for a comeback here. It's going to get close towards the end right now.
Very close. Firebat versus Spare.
Also dropping. Firebat has dropped. Spare is holding onto his combo right at the end here. He needs to stay.
Oh no, but he does drop. Is it going to be enough combo to... Oh, I don't think so. No,
it doesn't look like there's enough time.
Pring is... hold up with his team to the end.
Pring is pretty much just holding on right when it counts.
Yeah.
Securing South Korea that one. That is
Tell me about it. 60,000 points in difference.
Yeah, they take United Kingdom's choice.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting that, to be honest. But Spare very well played, and so did Bubbleman. However, South Korea held down just long enough. Yeah, Neta and Firebat actually the exact same combo. Wonder what happened there. They just dropped on the same pattern, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen 2 4-digit combos on each side. That's absolutely insane on a map like that.
Yeah.
You can see that these teams are very evenly matched, though, so far from this entire match. Like, we saw it on Koko no Sosei, sorry, on the Chaos difficulty. And then
top score actually goes to Firebat for that map.
Alright, so now we patiently wait for South Korea to decide on their next pick. I have to wonder what they're
And
going to go for.
Pen is once again trying to get the players to pick a certain map. Firebat saying I didn't Biko.
Yeah, definitely no bias towards Made of Fire. We haven't been talking about it at all. Like, honestly, it's not really that hype, you know? It's just...
Yeah.
We don't want to see Made of Fire picked. I don't think it's going to be that interesting to watch.
I mean, like, I'm completely indifferent towards that map. What about you, Kano?
Yeah, I mean, it's just... Oh, I don't know. I don't really think that it's the best choice here.
Oh,
Definitely not trying to
for...
use reverse psychology.
They're going for a type, no, free mod pick. Aiwo Chikaishi Hime Kazari.
I am so glad that you're here to pronounce those names.
I actually like the English translation of this title more. The Ornament of the Promised Love.
Oh, damn. That's deep.
Then again, IRL songs are quite a joy to play. I'm really glad that I saw this map, this song being ranked. You know, it's quite an interesting one to play, despite it being incredibly difficult. Handsome maps are known for their brutality when the mapper just wants to go down ham.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned in the previous match as well, whether or not Handsome is going for something edgy or something fairly standard, we always have a good time on Handsome maps. They always play really well.
Handsomely well.
Handsomely well is definitely one way you could describe that. They're going to be seeing a little tiny bit of a roster change. You see OP James coming in here, so we're probably going to be expecting a Hidden from him. Bubbleman will probably also go with Hidden again as well.
Yeah. One interesting aspect about this map is that despite being a free mod pick, this one is actually leaning towards the no mod consistency pick, where when you are playing on mod, sure, this is a free mod pick, but the ones who are playing on no mod, they're the ones who are expected to complete the full combo challenge and get the full combos the team needs. Oh, and we do see that everyone who are playing mods are playing with Hidden. Seems like they're going for the safer route.
We're seeing a change for South Korea here. Gomo is not opting for Hard Rock this time around, so obviously going with a safer choice of Prey and Gomo on Hidden here.
Gomo yesterday had pretty good accuracy on this map on Hard Rock, and he just broke everywhere though, so I'm guessing he really was looking to fix that this time. I think he definitely complete a full combo if he gets down to it.
I think another thing as well is that they also have Firebat in for this one, and I don't think they had Firebat last time, so Firebat is definitely having a little bit more of a presence in this match so far, and I think it's one of those things where it's really needed because, you know, when you have players that probably aren't as comfortable on certain maps, it's good to be able to have your strong lineup.
Firebat is kind of this overlooked player from the previous match. When he did show up, he kind of did not perform to his very finest, because I think according to what I saw from the players, Firebat was sleeping and was woken up like the very last minute and had to jump into action without getting warmed up enough. Whereas his opponents on the Taiwanese roster were already pretty warmed up, so yeah.
Yeah, and so far getting into this match, we see Bubbleman with a bit of an early miss, and Pring also following up shortly after that. Prey having a little bit of trouble with accuracy so far, but besides that, it is actually in favor of United Kingdom right now. It's 3 full combos against each other. Bubbleman has
very close for this mid section. Sorry, the quarter section. Another stutter on my Ventral client. And finishing off the first chorus part, we have a jumpy part coming in. Oh, 3 breaks, Doomsday, OP James, and Pring. That's going to give the combo advantage right over to South Korea.
Yeah, this one could go well in their favor. That's 3 full combos against 1. Bubbleman is obviously holding on to a nice combo as well, but they really, really need South Korea to drop their full combos right now. We are approaching the halfway mark, and it has to be now. Because if this gets to the 3/4 mark, and they're still holding on to these full combos, that's going to be a huge difference maker.
Yeah, but this part is very slow though. Like, the handsome maps are brutal, like we mentioned it, but they're not like illogical. This part where it's supposed to be slow, it will be slow, and players can just build up combos. It's only when we get to the next chorus section, which is coming up, but not yet there. And we'll see that South Korea will be able to go into the 4 digits just fine. I think we're not there yet. About 50 more combos. Yep, I think,
Despite
yep,
you
there you
saying
go.
that-
Oh!
Gomo with a miss on that jump section though.
Gomo! No!
We could potentially see this go back in favor of United Kingdom. Bubbleman and Spare holding on. Prey has dropped as well. It's Firebat against Spare and Bubbleman. OP James has also got a nice combo going as well, along with Doomsday, helping support United Kingdom.
We do see the combo swing back in favor of UK. Sorry, the score swing back in favor of UK.
Yeah, the score lead. Look at it. This is going well in the favor of UK because not only that, they also have the accuracy advantage. Just because Prey is taking down to 93. Everyone
finishing that 1/3 stream very nicely. Here we go into the small break before we enter the final section. Oh, and what the hell is that? Pring and OP James both breaking. Scoreboard is shown. South Korea knows what's going on. They probably are just beating on themselves on their head for that miss. There was one miss, two miss too many. And 200,000 points going into the final chorus. Will be enough for a chance to get the South Korea comeback. Among Twitch,
this is the last quarter of the map, and we're seeing two 4-digit combos coming in from the United Kingdom. And Firebat has also dropped theirs, so that is going to be going to the United Kingdom.
Yeah,
because it doesn't really seem like there's any fail potential towards the end of this map.
Consistency pick is now really speaking for itself, as we see that Spare will be the one to complete. Yes, please, Spare, be there for me. And he does it, yes. The section is pretty much the only thing that can break him. IMO. So yeah, I think this is still a very good pick overall. It's just that South Korea probably was not as prepared as they could have been going into it. But a Spare on the UK side, finishing with a full combo. Absolutely impressive.
UK is showing absolute strength on that pick in particular. Like, I mean, we're seeing 4 4-digit combos, 2 from the United Kingdom, 2 from South Korea, but again, just Spare and Bubbleman stepping up when it's needed. Firebat did a fair bit of work as well. Prey had a really nice combo, but again, the accuracy is struggling just a little tiny bit. Gomo almost had a 4-digit combo, but yeah.
Yep. And we've been making a case about the PP brothers, Pring and Prey, but Bubbleman and Spare equally impressive. The SB brothers of the UK.
I would have to say that was a very, very unexpected performance from Pring. You have to wonder whether or not that's the hidden making a huge difference there, because Pring only with a 342 combo, 7 misses.
Wait!
Oh boy, yes, they're going for it.
Hey.
Bubbleman showing respect for Pen in the chat, but going for Made of Fire.
Oh, finally! Oh my god, I wish I could wake up a certain somewhere and have him to come out and watch this. But I think he's like well asleep right now. But yeah, oh my god.
Every time I hear this song, man, you just want to sing, you just want to join in.
Yeah, this time is so jovial, but at the same time it's quite brutal with the map.
So we are going to see Made of Fire first time picked in this tournament so far, because it's been banned every other time.
Yeah, pretty much. You got that right, definitely.
And it's probably going to be banned for the rest of the tournament, sadly, but at least we get a chance to see it showcased here. UK versus South Korea.
UK
also,
definitely
while you're at it, guys,
I
was going to say, while you're at it, make sure that you cheer on your favorite team, whether or not you're going for the United Kingdom or South Korea. Make it known in chat. Get some hype in for Made of Fire as well. It's going to be a very, very exciting one. We're all looking forward to it. We could actually even potentially see a team fail, but it's...
Oh my god, please, no, please.
I would have to say this is one of the few maps which is it's most expected on, because the HP drain on this is really insane if you happen to miss one section. Like if you miss the zigzag streams, if you miss the crossover stream above the slider, there's just so many spots for potential fails.
Actually, Chippy on the Twitch chat said something very interesting. Not sure if you guys caught that. He said if UK wins this one, he's going to make a cover for this song. Chippy for O's Idol 2018. Let's go. We know exactly what he's going to bring up for his portfolio.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have to throw in the towel, everyone. Our career's already over, and it hasn't even started yet. But yeah.
Chippy putting us down, like that's the super hot fire coming in.
But yeah, I'm really, really excited to see how this one turns out. Doomsday is definitely one to keep eyes on. A player who's been around for a very, very long time.
Yeah, this
very,
is
very well
playground.
accustomed to a map. And not only that, I mean, we've seen in results so far that Doomsday has performed insanely well in that scrim, I guess, against Canada and Norway, like the mix of players, just managing to beat GN. Only just. I mean, they both performed really, really well on
Yeah.
it. But we could maybe see something like a 400, even a 500 combo coming out from Doomsday. It's just dependent on whether or not the nerves get to him or something like that, or there could just be any misread randomly occurring.
Yeah, like you said, misread is definitely something that's prone to
Starting off
happen.
with
And
a
there we
misread.
go with the misreads.
Yeah, Bubbleman, Doomsday, Netta, Yang, Prey, everyone dropping. Karthi and Gomo holding on. Spare as well. Spare just dropping after that, though. It's Karthi versus Gomo right now.
Oh,
on this.
Gomo! That's kind of
is just
unexpected, but then he's an old player from the olden days, so yeah, I guess he's kind of overlooked, but he's definitely there.
Yeah, this is pretty much just drop city everywhere. Players just
zigzag
struggling
streams.
all sorts of combo. But this map is definitely a challenge of reading, especially when you have AR8, you have hidden, and then you have the nature of these patterns as well. You just have so many strange, awkward patterns. It's that Lestia mapping kicking in there.
However, the accuracy definitely favors United Kingdom right now, as we see that Netta, Prey, all holding 70+%. They're just being thrown under the wheel here. They're probably just needing.
We've actually
the
seen
two
a
extra
few
players
fails.
to play.
I think Gomo has actually
can it make
failed
a
on the side of
difference?
South Korea, as well as Prey.
Oh
my goodness, but if
yeah,
you
I think
fail,
you're right. Yeah, that space stream is definitely too brutal for the players to handle. Oh! Wait,
Oh
is
my
that what I think
goodness.
it is?
Is that a team fail? Oh wait, no, hold
don't
on.
think so.
I think it's just fails
No.
towards the end. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
see Spare, Netta, Prey, and Gomo all failing at the end there, unless the MP Link
Oh,
says
that's
otherwise.
brutal.
But
No, I think
Three-
I think you're right. You're right. And
yeah, for a
that's
second I thought that was a
fail.
team fail. That was very
Yeah.
close to one though.
Definitely. But I mean, we never saw this map coming to play, so I guess we didn't really take into account of how much of a fail potential it actually has. But now that it's been played, I guess we have to really put this on the board as
And
being one out there.
as expected though, Yang coming in with the best accuracy, 94%, even on an AR8 hidden pick. On a map like that,
Yeah.
Yang still managed to hold that high accuracy. Even though, like, I mean, you can see obviously that this accuracy, the average accuracy is scaled down just a little bit. You still have Yang on 94%, with every other player pretty much like sitting around 90 or below that. My goodness. That's just like, it shows you how much that map challenged you to in terms of reading. When you throw an old map into the pool like that for, I guess, as much as some of these players are both, into the modern or the old style, when you play so much modern stuff and you go back to something like that, it just throws you off completely.
All right, so for the next pick, we're at match point already. UK 6-2 against South Korea, and South Korea will be picking Fastest Crash, another Fremont pick.
Yeah, this is definitely another one which also goes quite similar to the Handsome pick that we've seen in the free mod pool. I wouldn't have to say it's exactly the same, but it's just in terms of the consistency value that it has there. It's got a little bit more finger control and tricky streams as well. The streams are 210 BPM, so they aren't something to be underlooked.
Yeah, what I like about this free map bracket is that the three maps we've seen when playing with mod is very disgusting. We admit that, but no mod has definitely the FC potential. We've seen FCs on I think all three maps coming with no mod.
Yeah, this is definitely one that we can probably expect two hiddens on each side. I'd have to say that both teams are going to go for the safe route once again. We're going to see OP James and Bubbleman probably going for hidden once again. As for South Korea, I'm not quite sure with this lineup because we've seen that Prey is usually playing a lot of the hidden, but we don't even see Prey or Pring in here for this one. So South Korea are probably discussing which mods they're going to opt for. They are actually having a little bit of a roster change up. I think we're seeing Yang step out for someone else.
Yeah, this is a fairly standard pick. I think both teams are equally at fault here in terms of winning this. But overall, if South Korea picks this, whereas UK has not been really touching this bracket for the match itself, maybe South Korea has a slight edge, we'll just not know yet. I really want to know like what the lyrics are to that section. That just sounds quite it sounds quite mashed up, but at the same time quite catchy.
It's always very hard to tell what some of the
Yeah.
lyrics are in Camelia's mashups and whatnot. But yeah,
Camilla takes samples from everything, but not as diverse as you say like Chorus K or Wu Sao. They go out of their way to sample, but Camellia is still he's a very awesome sampler and composer.
oh, so this is actually a bit of a change. So, I mean, we see
Yeah.
OP James going for hidden as expected, but Spare is going for the hidden instead of Bubbleman on this one. Bubbleman drawing us a nice little smiley face there, but yeah, as mentioned as well, Gomo and Netta are going for the hidden on this. So it gives Pring and Firebat the opportunity to play in their comfort zone. I wouldn't undermine...
A couple of breaks coming from Bahamut though.
Yeah,
going to the jump section. Now this map has two distinct sections. One is more pronounced with the standard jumps as you're seeing now, and the other one is more pronounced with the tricky kick sliders and fast slider patterns. Like those two combined make up for the fastest crash. If you are not so used to the adjustment between the two sections, you're going to just ending up crashing there with extreme speed, completely abandoning whatever combo you have mustered up to that point.
Yeah, and I mean, despite this looking like a fairly simplistic map overall, it definitely is a lot harder on paper. And I mean, we've seen that players can even miss on some of these slow sections. RLC tends to have a few slow sliders, which actually kind of cut backwards, and some of the direction can kind of throw you off just a little bit in these slow sections. But even the faster sections as well, the build-up is just insane. I mean, we're seeing so far that OP James and Bubbleman have both dropped. Netta having a little bit of trouble getting a combo, but so far Bahamut, despite the early struggle, is picking it back up.
Seems like now it's Bahamut and Spare versus Pring and Firebat. Let's see how this next section is going to kick in now. How will things change?
Yeah, this is one of the more technical sides. We'll see a lot of kick sliders, tricky patterns in particular. The back and forth kick sliders are places where a lot of players will typically miss.
Then again, one thing about kick slider is that if you can accurately read those slider patterns as they start to develop, you have a high chance of hitting them. It's really when you are just so confused by all the slider placements that you end up making the silly mistakes. And for players of their caliber, I think it's fair to assume that they're going to be doing fine. Actually, wait, Gobo also will have your FC. What the hell am I talking about? I thought it's just two FCs on both sides, or actually one FC on UK versus also a high combo. South Korea, 3 FCs ongoing. This is looking like to be their map.
Yeah, this is definitely looking well in favor of South Korea right now, but the thing is, that could change at any point. I would have to say right now, it looks like South Korea would need at least 2 of their full combos to drop in order for the United Kingdom to make any form of comeback. But all the players have to hold on from this point onwards.
And
Firebat has actually dropped, so this could be a difference maker. We have Bubbleman with a 600 combo. Netta and Firebat are both pretty much starting from scratch. Pring has also dropped as well, though. This could be the difference maker. Spare and Baha need to hold on, as well as Bubbleman. But the accuracy difference, it's actually going back in favor in UK.
UK has definitely the accuracy advantage here. South Korea, well, actually most of the Asian teams are not really known for their accuracy, so they're suffering here quite considerably in that regard, especially with Sport V2 giving 300,000, actually more than 300,000 points to accuracy alone. Some of you might be going, why is everyone saying this when it's clearly pronounced that 300,000 and 700,000 are going to the two portions respectively. But if you consider the difference between 100 and 300 when a node is being clicked, like that is factored into the 700,000 portion of the combo. So that is actually the accuracy base as well. And we don't really think of that.
Despite Gomo holding on to this full combo, the drops from Pring and Firebat with Spare, Bubbleman and Baha all with 4-digit combos. This is going to be going to the UK. Spare still managing to full combo through that section with 99.9 on hidden. But breaks right at the end. That is a strong curse.
That's very good though, nonetheless. Like two 100s. Are you kidding me? Two 100s only.
Hidden. And a 1 miss right at the end.
Get out of here, Spare. Holy, that is absolutely incredible. Congratulations to United Kingdom and GG to South Korea for an incredible run this year.
Yeah, that was a very, very nice match overall. We had an opportunity to see Made of Fire. We also saw some very, very close matches, particularly on Koko no Sosei as well. Once again, yet another close map on that one, or match on that one rather. But yeah, that was really, really nice.
Yeah, like Locked
Three, four-digit
have
combos.
noted, for the first time, the Asian teams are ruled out from top 3 completely, and this is completing an era and a paradigm shift.
Yeah, so we actually could potentially see a full EU grand
Actually,
final.
Gobo was in the 2015 roster. I didn't even know that. Okay. Sorry, Gomo. I guess I could have been more observing, but well,
there is a
I mean,
possibility.
Gomo this year played incredibly well. I would say he showed up on Hard Rock picks and on Double Time picks when his team needed, and I don't think he has any reason to be sad about his performance when UK is so strong of a team. They just gotta give it to him. Alrighty, and so I guess we have upcoming next USA versus UK. We can get the Declaration of Independence meme ongoing, but for now, that's gonna be what we'll be seeing. 2000 UTC, about 6.5 hours from now, if I do the math correctly.
Yeah, United Kingdom versus the United States is going to be a very, very spicy match. It's definitely one that you guys will want to tune in for.
Oh, I would be there for sure because I'll be commentating. But I would be there nonetheless, even if I can be subbed out, because that's just going to be a treat overall. Like yesterday, USA lost against Poland, but many USA players and fans felt like it's undeserved. And but personally, I think it's a very well fought match, regardless. But today, after having well rested and well adjusted, hopefully the American players can possibly come back with something interesting for us to look at. Because yesterday they were very strong on many maps, and UK will definitely have to watch out for them. I think they have to really use the next hour or two to adjust and to think about the strategies.
Yeah, definitely plenty of time to think about what they can pick and ban against the United States. I mean, they've seen how the United States perform on them as well, so that's something to note. But I mean, the United States now has 2 performances from the United Kingdom to work off of.
Oh yeah, and I actually worked up a sweat watching this match. So yeah, I think we'll actually be shutting down the stream for now and resume when the next match takes place. So Twitch, hopefully you guys enjoyed this showdown between UK and SK, and we'll be seeing you guys soon with USA versus UK in about 6.5 hours.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. We're back at 20 UTC, so make sure you do tune in for that one if you're interested in watching the third place determiner between the United Kingdom and the United States. It will also determine who goes into the grand final as well. So we could see an all EU grand final, or we may see a US versus EU grand final. Who knows?
I think it would be a dream for the European players to see an all EU grand final, but USA players definitely want to see their team coming back and strong, taking that win from Poland. So yeah, I think that's it for now, and so see you guys soon. This is Everyone signing out.
Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final match of the day, where we decide who's going to the very last match of the weekend and who is going to have to settle for third place. My name is Professional Box and I'm joined by the one and only Gids. How are you doing, man? Gids, hello, you're kind of leaving me hanging here. Are you there?
Hello. Yes, I'm here. Just great. Just best time for my whole client to crash all 8 windows at once.
So this
Oh well.
I was just asking, how are you doing here?
Well, I'm doing all right. So, I'm very excited actually for this match. I think it's the first time that the US and the UK have played against each other, well, at least this year. So, it'll be interesting to see what these two teams can show us today, especially looking at their performances yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think they have faced each other this tournament. So it should be a spicy match in that sense as well. Have no expectations other than what we've seen, how we've seen them perform on the earlier matches. As the players are getting ready, joining the lobby before the warm-ups, I want to ask, how is the end result of this match going to be? Which team takes it and what is going to be the score? It looks like Gids is having some technical issues here, so we'll have to go on without his commentary here. As I believe, United States has picked the Idolmaster Go My Way, some kind of a synth remix. Yeah, I think the song speaks for itself. Really interesting pick nonetheless. Going back to how I think this match will end, I want to believe that United Kingdom will win this, but that's my personal opinion. Rational thing to say would be United States taking this because they are such a powerhouse team. So I'm not expecting this to go to the Tengaku map with any chance. So, but you never know. As for score, that it's impossible to tell. Looks like Fiery Rage has offered 2 hours of his life to make this map just for this occasion here. This sounds like a good sing-along song as well, so if you want to sing this at home with your friends or by yourself, like I am gonna do, go ahead. I'm sure that it's gonna be a blast. Still building hype into lobby. As we get into the first warm-up of the match, some great Idolmaster song here with a spicy twist. Oh, let's see how the players will perform on United States warm-up pick. Yeah, everyone at home, clap your hands to the beat. Let's cheer on both of these teams as they play this spectacularly looking map. That was a spicy repeat slider there. Quite symmetric heavy mapping, really 2017 style with the playability, players not having trouble at all playing this really comboable. I believe this is something we'll see more in 2018. The meta is not ready for this yet, but should. I believe there was a Fiery Skull, that's what it's spelled, so really innovative mapping right there. And Bubbleman with a great 58% accuracy. That's a really nice score, by the way. But still looks like it's not gonna be enough. United Kingdom struggles as Doomsday get a fantastic C rank on that map. The carry from the United States, Fiery Rage, having been the mapper of this map. Almost 75% accuracy. Really good. I believe the only one who could contest Ming there would be Idke and Bubbleman, though. Still a close one. Oh, and for our next warm-up pick, we have a classic map here. The Quick Brown Fox, big money, big prizes. I think it's a good team song for this tournament we have here, as the winner of this match guarantees a bigger prize for themselves. Even though even the loser here will guarantee some money, has already guaranteed some money. But you always want to get a bigger prize if you can. Someone asking in the chat if this is Grand Finals. No, Grand Finals will be played tomorrow, and it's gonna be either Poland versus United Kingdom or Poland versus United States, and this match will decide what the final pairing will be. We got to enjoy some real robotic tunes right there. Before we get into this second hype warm-up match here, picked by United Kingdom. Looks like Spare is going in with no fail as well as Axarius, so teams are expecting to have lots of issues here. A calm build-up section here before the map gets crazy, so the players still have time to build that 3 combo and 3 accuracy, as we see Bahamut and Kati still holding the SS. And we get into the real map here, almost everyone missing there. Nobody managing to hold a combo, really tough map. The hard thing about this map, in addition to the ridiculously high space jump, is obviously the movement that you have to do with your cursor. Some really tough squares and some linear patterns that are not comfortable to play at all, so your snap movement needs to be on point for those. That's why we're seeing so many misses already. As we get to the halfway point of the map, the score is practically even. United States having a tiny lead there. We have some time to cool down here before the map gets crazy again. Some accuracies that are really, well, disregard the accuracy talk. We just saw rule a square pattern there, everyone having lots of issues there. The only one able to hold accuracy over 90 at the moment is Bubbleman. And so the United Kingdom has taken the lead once again with a practically non-existent score difference. Oh, and looks like the only one to not fail from the side of the United States is Axarius, and that is because he had no fail. And the only one to fail from the United Kingdom side is Bahamut. So strong warm-up for the United Kingdom, but we have to give it to the map. The map itself was really, really hard. And it looks like the teams are already getting into their roles, so we get to see which map will be banned and who will ban. And it looks like my co-commentator has made it back here. Is that so, Giz?
Yes. I hope so, at least.
Welcome back.
Yeah, because client just messed up my PC just now, and I lagged out.
You missed some fancy plays. The United Kingdom actually, Spear managed to full combo big money, big prizes right there with 98% accuracy. What do you think about that score?
Wow, that score would be quite impressive. Is it the highest difficulty?
Yeah, it was the hardest difficulty.
Wow. Alright then. That's gonna keep him rolling, because I think that's a very impressive score.
I'm just pranking you, man. It was barely 90% accuracy if you're on that.
Wow. I'm out. You can cast this yourself now. I'm just gonna go get my dinner. Peace out. Peace out.
Yeah, have a nice dinner, man.
Okay, I'm back.
What did you have for dinner?
Well, I had delicious salmon and spaghetti.
Oh, salmon. I wish I had some.
That split second. Anyways, let's talk more about the match since I was gone for a while. I do see the bans coming through, and I see Made of Fire being banned. No surprise there. I think it's like 100% ban rate. Or actually, one team has played it.
Yeah, it was played earlier by United Kingdom in the match against South Korea, actually, where they won the map. So in that sense, it surprised me, but it's possible the United States have players that are capable of playing it better than the United Kingdom.
Alright. But yeah, looking at these two teams, the United States and the United Kingdom, the US lost to Poland yesterday just by a thread, like very, very close match yesterday, with Poland coming back from a 6-1. So, and the UK has been very strong. They've really only lost to Poland, and both teams tasted defeat from Poland right now, going against each other. What do you think we'll expect from these two teams today? Because we did see United Kingdom play earlier on today, but not the United States.
I'm looking to see that United States will redeem the bad match yesterday. I'm certain that they want to win this, so they're coming in this with everything they've got. They want to defend their first place for the third time in a row. And for United Kingdom, I'm certain that they are confident in themselves, and they are also looking to win this one. So both battling for the spot in the final match. As for the maps we might see, I think the map pool heavily favors United States, so United Kingdom needs their players to be on their best performance. Players such as Spare and Bubbleman need to carry and do their jobs perfectly for this match to be even close.
Yeah, we saw a monstrous performance yesterday by Bubbleman, FCing Lindworm, which is banned right now in this game, and also an impressive FC on Night of Nights, the hard rock pick. So we're gonna expect a similar performance today. We might get that answered soon enough, but right now I think players are getting ready to pick the map, I believe. Maybe. Yes, no.
It's really hard to say what United Kingdom would want to pick as their first pick. As just mentioned, pool heavily favors United Kingdom. I expect maybe Amazing Break, but they opt for Packet Hero, which is a map that both teams actually lost. United Kingdom earlier this day and United States yesterday, so it's hard to tell which team will win. It favors United States for sure, but still, Spare and Bubbleman, I think both of those players played quite well yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. We do see Monko 2K coming in for Fiery Rage, Digital Hypno as well, and you see a tactical swap Spare's position, and we have Bubbleman coming in.
I think the main reason why United States actually lost yesterday on this map was because IDK was having some issues with his pen. At least that's what he's said, so I hope he's fixed that, and maybe that's the reason why United States feel confident in playing this one.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that there were a lot of technical issues with the hardware with United States yesterday, causing some random misses here and there on each individual player, so it was kind of unfortunate. Let's hope they fixed all that, and yeah, we're gonna head on to the first game. United States and the United Kingdom battling it for potentially the champions or second place, but no worries, if you lose this one here, you're still third place. But of course, the US very much wanting to defend the title. We'll see if United Kingdom can cause some upsets.
I do believe that this is an important point for United Kingdom to win, to get the right start for this match. It might be hard for United States to go down on the very first map mentally, given how much pressure they have to defend their spot.
Yeah, and already early on, we're seeing misses from the two players we've been talking about, Spare and Bubbleman on the side of United Kingdom. So already 2 full combos lost on the side of United Kingdom. Meanwhile, okay, actually, all players on the side of US resets combo, just as I say that.
Yeah, I was about to say that we're still very early on, and practically we reset all combos here, except for James Like and Bubbleman missing so early that it's basically only 80 combo from being a full combo.
Yes, right now the United Kingdom has a clear advantage early on. It's a pretty long map and we're not at the big jumps yet. So You see Xaris and James Light resetting the combos, and then followed by all other players that I cannot say at once.
We've seen a lot of breaks already in this map, which is quite surprising. This isn't one of the hardest maps here, but it definitely has a ton of potential for choke, as we're gonna see. The lead
Yeah, but right now-
steadily growing to the United Kingdom's favor.
Yeah, Bobbleman holding that steady 600 combo right now, holding the highest combo in the lobby. Carthy not that far behind, but followed by Idkey on the side of United States.
It looks like Xaris is having a lot of trouble here, as Idke and Digital Hypno
Idkey.
all missing here.
Yeah, Idkey's reset will mean that Bobbleman and Carthy can bring the momentum to United Kingdom's side, but Carthy does miss. Bobbleman though, still keeping that high combo pretty much alive as we head on to one of the freest sections to combo.
It looks like we have 3 chokes there by Monko, Digital Hypno, and Bubbleman. All of it, all missing there, which leaves Spear with the highest combo of 600.
Yeah, on the side of United Kingdom, Spare is the one supporting them. Bobbleman even with the miss, but a lot of combo resets on the side of United States would mean that United Kingdom has a very strong lead right now, as we have a third of the map left.
Some free combo here before we head into the final chorus section of the map, which is gonna decide the outcome. So far looking really good for side of United Kingdom. If Spare can hold on to his combo, it's looking really good.
Yeah, we have Xarius and Hidkey with the highest combos out of US, but James Light and Carthy countering those combos out. Spare doing all the work right now for United Kingdom. He can't afford to miss. Although the score is pretty much in favor of the UK right now.
Spare still holding onto his combo for the last jump section of the map. And from the side of United
Spare.
States, Idke already missing, Monko missing
Spare
as well.
with a 1k combo here, hitting all those jumps. And yeah, Bobbleman as well. And
mean-
no one on the side of US has over 1,000 combo.
Really slow start for the team of United States, as United Kingdom will take this one away. There is no fail potential at the end here.
Yeah, and UK takes that one pretty decisively by around 60,000 points. No,
60 or
sorry,
600,000.
600.
Whichever you
yeah,
prefer.
600. Whoops.
A really good performance from the side of United Kingdom. Spare and Bubbleman doing exactly what they are being expected to perform in order for United Kingdom to win this one. 1-0 for United Kingdom.
Yeah, exactly. Spare holding that 1,249 combo with the highest combo in the lobby. And United Kingdom rolling on with the strong start here. Give them some momentum with winning their first pick. But of course, the United States have the pick of their own next. Let's see what they can pick next to answer this call from the United Kingdom.
And it looks like they're gonna pick from the Hard Rock pool Kakuzetsu Tanuatos, which is not a surprise, since this is one of the 2 maps that United Kingdom lost earlier against South Korea. Even though the loss happened mostly because Carthy and Bubbleman had a one miss chokes, but still United States have a really good performance here, as Monko full combos this last time, so I'm expecting Monko to do very well here, and the rest of the team had 1 miss chokes. So from judging only by that, it favors United States heavily.
Let's hope the reverse psychology doesn't go onto Monko, because if you do focus too much on your FC yesterday, you're gonna have a lot of mind block. Let's hope he's focused right now, because there's no room for error really.
That is true. When we get this map out of the way, it's gonna be really hard to tell which teams are gonna win, because rest of the maps are something that they haven't played unless both have won. So
Well, Flashes, no, not Flashes, sorry. Fastest Crash is another map that could potentially be a safe pick for either of these teams. We did see US pick it yesterday, so we might see it again today. We also do see some substitutes coming in for the side of United Kingdom. OP James and... oh, actually I thought that was Bahamut coming in, but OP James is gonna take his spot. I'd expected him to play more of the hidden, but looks like he's on Hard Rock.
yeah, it could be that he's been playing a lot today and he feels like he is really warmed up, and that's why he wants to tackle this one. But it's really hard to tell, as I can't remember who were the 4 players that played this map for the side of United Kingdom. Only the fact that Carthy and Bubbleman were 2 of those 4.
Not a very long map either, so Carthy missing that early on could say something. But we're still on the early parts and we haven't hit the hard parts of the map with a lot of duplets and 1/3s.
Yes, I'd say those are the hardest parts of the map. The rest of the map is basically just consistency testing, as it's not too hard to play at all.
There's still some 1/3 snaps near the end as well. And we're already seeing 3 full combos versus 2. And combo-wise, the United States are having the advantage for the first quarter of the map, at least.
We get to the first section with the tricky doubles here and 1/3 snaps. OP James, Carthy missing there from the side of United Kingdom, but still they have those 2 full combos versus United States' 2 full combos.
Yeah, Monko 2K also broke early on for the US. No full combo for him today, but Idki and Toy supporting his team.
And I have to point out Spare's ridiculous accuracy, 99.86% accuracy at the moment. I believe that's 1/100 that he's gotten on a Hard Rock pick with such snaps.
Right, you say that he does miss, and that's one of the full combos down for the UK. And Bubbleman is the only one holding that FC right now for the United Kingdom. Meanwhile, United States has 2 FCs, Toy and Idki, going ham halfway through the map now, and the United States are looking quite healthy.
Point lead steadily growing for the side of United States. It's still very much catchable, but United Kingdom needs United States to choke one of those full combos for a close match.
Yeah, we do have some leeway as we head on to some free combos. Toy and Idki can just grow their lead. United Kingdom, they need Toy or Idki to break in order to at least try and claw back that lead. We do head towards the final section of the map. Idki and Toy still holding that full combo. Bubbleman as well on the side of the United Kingdom, but looks like that 2-man FC from the US is too strong for Bubbleman to handle.
Oh, and as you say that, it does miss, and we get to the speed up section here. I don't know if it's enough time to make up ground unless Toy misses, but still, we might see some
Bubble
fails.
Man and Toy having that FC. And no, I don't think the United Kingdom can bounce that back from this one. Toy and Iddy doing all the work this time around. Apraxia also recovered his combo as well as Monko, but yeah, it's not enough from the UK. Spare had some unfortunate misses near the middle of the map. Bubbleman with the only perfect full combo.
Yeah, it's a solid performance from him. It's a shame that the effort from the other persons on his team wasn't enough here, but this was expected to favor United States given all the statistics that we had. And in addition to that, it was United States' pick. So the next one is going to be United Kingdom's pick as the match is tied 1-1.
Yeah, and already right off the bat, we have neck-to-neck battles with map picks. So this one might eventually also lead to the tiebreaker if this continues. Of course, we do have more maps in the pool, and eventually teams are going to run out of comfort picks, and they're going to have to be forced to play something they might not be entirely comfortable with. And that's when we'll see a possible comeback from either teams or taking the lead.
I'm expecting to see Coco and the Sosei from the side of United Kingdom at some point as gamble pick, but for now I don't think they have to pick it. So more among the line of safe pick, like Fastest Crash or maybe Outbreak.
Possibly. We did see Digital Hypno FC Outbreak yesterday. I'm thinking of something like Night of Nights, because 2 players from the US failed yesterday on that map. And Bubbleman had an FC on it yesterday.
That could be possible, but it looks like we're gonna see Forgotten
No
instead.
mod. It's gonna be an exciting one. Forgotten. One of the fewer picked no mod maps in the pool. Very stamina heavy.
Yes, some relevant stats about the map. It's played at 250 beats per minute, which is really fast, especially for such a streamy map. Requires lots of speed and finger control because of the tricky rhythms that it has. It also has lots of room for slider breaking on those very short slider streams that we do have, and we've seen players slider break on those.
Yeah, and the sliders as well. This is also 260 BPM, so it's not slow.
And in terms of accuracy, it's actually really tricky as well, because you have Score V2, which doesn't give you the slider leniency from hitting the slider head, and it's overall difficulty 9, so it's really accuracy heavy as well.
At this point, I would worry more about catching those sliders, because it's important to keep your combo here, because those slider streams can really turn things around if at least one player hits all of them, and that combo could just be the points they need to win the match.
We already see 3 early breaks, but we're so early in the map that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this map, as you can see on our screens, it's just kind of clustered in every way, so you really have to pay attention to what you're hitting and the timing, your finger control at this 260 beats per minute. gonna be really hard. And it's not a very long map either. As we can see, already 1/3 of the map gone. United States taking the lead here with Toy having that full combo with Xarius, but Xarius not having too good of a time with accuracy. On the side of the United Kingdom, we do have Spare holding that full combo. Bobbleman not that far behind with an early miss.
Score-wise, the scorers are really close. USA, oh, actually, as Xarius misses there. Oh, but when I say that, everyone inside the United Kingdom missed on that slide.
Monko, oh, as I tried to mention Monko, he misses as well. Everyone with the combo resets.
And the accuracy favors United Kingdom here, and that's why they have a lead of approximately 60,000 points as we go 3/4 of the map.
Yeah, the United Kingdom getting this one by not a lot. The lead still can be swung around. Spare missing there, Bahamut keeping that combo. Monko 2K also for the side of United States and Apraxia. This is looking very close. Everyone chokes except for Monko and Spare, neutralizing some of that score. But yeah, and that's gonna be this map. United Kingdom winning that by just 100,000 points. Definitely not a tournament-friendly map, but we do see some close high combos. Spare with the highest combo in the lobby. Not very good with accuracies overall. Well, but given the map that they had to play, I guess that's a fair enough excuse. But yeah, United Kingdom taking that map, their pick. So the US has to pick something again and perhaps win it as well, just to even things up a bit, because the UK is having that 1-point lead, but no pick advantages yet to either teams. Okay, so the US picking Amazing Break. Now, we did have Toy and Fiery Rage fail at the end here yesterday, but I am pretty sure they have prepared for this and they won't make the same mistakes again. United Kingdom, I think all of these players can play this map pretty well, so it's really up to the second half of this map, I'd say, when the scores might shift left to right. I do see this map being in favor of the US though, so that's a pretty good pick for them. Alright, so this is the US pick. Let's see if they can redeem themselves here and tie things up. Amazing Break is Monstrata's, one of the few Monstrata alternate maps that we do have in the community. And we don't see anyone miss on those split streams. Oh, but Carthy missing right after those split streams will mean the United States takes the early combo advantage. We do hit the first Ki right now, with the United States taking that lead. Due to Carthy's earlier miss, 4 full combos on the side of the US. Meanwhile, 3 full combos on the side of the United Kingdom. A spare with that combo reset will mean USA has some leeway right now. And we're gonna head towards the slower part of the map, with 4th and members of the US still holding that full combo.
Really solid performance from the side of United States so far. Still have lots of competition here with 2 full combos from the United Kingdom, so there can be breaks at the accelerating streams that do happen in the second chorus and guitar solo, I believe.
Yeah, but right now, looking at this performance, the US looking very strong in this map.
Yeah, it's very much a consistency pick here. It's a 4-minute long map after all, and alternating all the way through. Doesn't have necessarily very hard parts, but there was one of those accelerating streams where Spare did miss.
Oh, but Digital Hypno missing after those accelerating streams. Fiery Rage as well. We do have a third of the map left. Bubbleman and Carthy holding that 1000 combo. Bubbleman, the only FC on the side of the United Kingdom. 2 FCs still on the side of the US. Toy and Idkey.
There is still definitely room for comeback if Toy or Idkey misses here. And also the ending, as mentioned,
Yeah, the ending
there's potential
is what we
for
have to
fail.
look for. Bubbleman still holding a full combo, but so is Idkey and Toy. But Toy misses, just as I say. That's a 1-to-1 in the full combo scenario. No one can afford to miss right now, and this is going to be a crucial point for the US. They cannot fail. The pressure is on them right now. They do have the lead, but can they maintain it? Can they pass the map?
Here we go as the final part starts right now. Oh, so many
Alright.
breaks, but I didn't believe that anyone failed. Oh, or did Carthy actually fail from the side of United Kingdom?
Carthy actually failed, yeah, on the side of the UK. That's unfortunate. Even with Carthy's score, it still wasn't enough to beat the US. So fair play to them, taking that one to a 2-to-2. Now everything is neck to neck once again.
Unfortunately, no full combos this time, but Idkey really close with that 2000 combo, and 1 miss on the very final part, which is unfortunate, but Bubbleman also did have a 2006 combo with 3 misses on the final section. Very brutal.
Yeah, that final section with the left-right streams. Very brutal indeed. We did see Idkey FC it yesterday though.
I believe we did see Bubbleman FC it as well yesterday, so... But it looks like the next pick is going to be Polygon, which is a hidden pick and a very tricky hidden pick in that.
Yeah, the streams near the end, especially with the back and forths and the split streams as well, could have potential fail at the end. I mean, fail potential at the end. Sorry. Yeah, really comes down to the ending as well as how much you've practiced this map, because this map is basically down to practice.
Very much true, and this map is filled with choke potential. You can miss almost anywhere because of those
Yeah, definitely.
jump streams.
Yeah, I'd say the first section, first half of the map is pretty nice, pretty easygoing, but when it hits that second half, you really need to focus with those split streams and the back and forth streams. Just need
Yeah.
to snap your cursor in the right position.
Also,
Easier
the
said
map
than
is-
done, though.
Yeah, that is completely true. And also, the map is only under 2 minutes long. I believe it's 1 minute and 50 seconds. So really short, fast-paced map. I believe it's at 3/4 mark where the really hard section comes in. So we'll have to see what goes down when that part comes.
Yeah, I do see this map being favored highly for the UK, just because they have more hidden-centric players compared to the US side. But of course, the US can play this nonetheless.
Yeah,
But
this is
we'll
actually
see.
this is one of those picks that both teams won when picked. So hard to say, but this is something the United Kingdom definitely would want to play themselves.
OP James do find himself with an early break. Oh, and OP James breaking it again. But so does Digital Hypno.
And Axerius breaking as well when we have some, I'd say, free combos still for a while before the really hard part comes.
Oh, Bubble Man choking on that triplet. And misreading some of those patterns as well. Carthy falling with the miss of his own. Spaz, the only one holding full combo right now for the UK. And the US looking very strong with Fire Rage and Toy holding full combo just before the hard part kicks in.
Oh, and as Spear breaks his combo, and so does Toy and Fear Rage. All the combos have been breaken so far, but the score lead is still approximately 250,000 points in the favor of the United States.
Oh, Digital Hypno, he failed the map. Does he have the time to recover? Yes, he does. Oh, but Spare failing the map as well. I don't think he has time to recover.
I think he
Well, actually,
might,
he
but
does.
it won't make any difference unless someone fails.
Ooh. Yeah, those chokes really gave United States the momentum to take back the lead just as the hard part kicked in. OP James struggling to keep combo here. Very unfortunate. Fire Rage and Toy holding that 800 plus combo, meaning that the US will take finally a lead and has the pick advantage as well against the United Kingdom.
Yeah, I'm expecting Kyrie from the side of USA. That is something that they'd want to definitely play here. It's the double time, from the double time pool, the approach rate 10.3 map. But
Nope.
they do go
Guess
for
not.
Night of Nights from Hard Rock Pool, so with this we've exhausted the Hard Rock Pool, and it's something you said earlier that the United Kingdom would want to pick, perhaps.
Interesting. Because we did see 2 fails inside of the US yesterday on this map. I think, or was it just one? I think it was Digital Hypno failed this yesterday. I'm not sure, I forgot. But
We also saw
Also
Bubble Man
was-
getting a full
yeah.
combo here yesterday, which was ridiculous, so...
it's all the mind games. You pick this against the UK and say, taunting Bubble Man, hey, go and FC it. We challenge you. So the mind games are real. Pressure is on the UK, of course.
Yeah, they definitely do not want this match to get out of hand by giving the United States a 2-point lead. That would get really stressful for the United Kingdom mentality.
Yeah. Certainly the UK doesn't want to settle for third this year. But of course the US also wants to defend the title. United Kingdom coming really far this year. So we expect them to go even further, if possible. Well, at least I like to.
And we load in the map. Bubbleman already showing some confidence with Smoke Art, even though he missed already, which is quite interesting.
8 key as well.
Yeah, this map is one of those Os for Ants maps. Circle size 6.5, it's really finger control heavy map. Basically, the rhythm is something that everybody knows here, as the song is so well known. So the only thing that is required is consistency, as the beginning is not that hard, even with hard rock for these players, but the ending section where the spacing gets higher and the map difficulty increases overall, there's potential for fails and misses.
Yeah, the end jumps could really catch players off guard if they cannot calm their nerves.
Interestingly enough, United Kingdom having almost a 100,000 point lead already. We're only 1/3 of the way through the map.
Yeah, we have James like Spare with the full combo. On the side of the US, only Apraxia with the full combo right now. Bubbleman recovering that combo, so United Kingdom pretty much in the driver's seat right now.
Having that break there will definitely add to their pressure, as they know if they are leading this and they want to win this, so the pressure is on the side of United Kingdom. And as I do mention that Spare and James like both do miss.
Yeah, 2 full combos just got reset on the side of the United Kingdom. Apraxia still holding that full combo with the 99.55 AC. And looking at the score, it's swinging just as I say that in favor of the United States before the break.
And so the pressure shifts from United Kingdom to United States. Still not as heavy pressure, as United States do have a 1 point lead. But we do get to the hard part of the map here, so you need to get your nerves calmed down or you will miss here.
Yeah, this is gonna be the vital part. Apraxia still holding that full combo. Of course, Toy, Digital Hypno, and Idki recovering combo as well. Almost 700, all 3 of them combined. Oh, Bubbleman misses, and that there goes their highest combo. Apraxia also on the side of the US breaking.
2 correcting 1 high combo left from the side of the United States.
Pressure is really on here.
James like struggling to stay alive here. I'm not sure if he has time
James
to recover unless he manages to full combo at the very ending here. And it doesn't look like he can.
James like is gonna fail the map.
United States taking this one not so convincingly. It was a close struggle, but they did have lots of high combos, and James like failing at the end wasn't that bad because United Kingdom wouldn't have enough.
Well,
points
yeah, they wouldn't
anyways.
have won even with James like score. Apraxia doing most of the work for the US in that game, holding the highest combo in the lobby. So well played by him. And the rest of his team also on the side of the US was supporting him with around 700 combo, 800 combo. The United Kingdom here at a 2-point disadvantage. They'll need to pick something. They've already picked Lavid, which is a DT pick. They'll need to get some momentum going here, or else it's gonna be just a disaster going downhill from here.
A double time pick at 255 BPM. And length being 3 minutes, which is really long for a double time pick. This is a map where Bubbleman and Spare both are very strong. I do believe that the United Kingdom is relying on those two to carry this one. But the United States does have really good double time players, so it's always a bit risky to pick double time against United States.
I think Bahamut on the side of the UK also is pretty confident in these kind of maps. He was more of a double time player back then when he was higher rank. Of course, we do know Monko, Tuki, and Apraxia for their double time.
Interestingly enough, both teams have been avoiding the free mod pool so far, not opting to go for those very safe picks, such as Fastest Crash or the Chikai Shihime map from Freeman Pool. United Kingdom showing their confidence still, even though they're down by 2 points by picking this map.
Well, this is double time, so definitely still a modded pick, even though without the hiddens or the hard rocks. This really tests player speed and stamina, of course. And this map being one of the older maps, a Go map. If you know Go, then you know that his map's very old style. And
Yes.
We'll see.
I believe this is 2012 map, so that's a 5-year-old map. I'd say the hardest part in this map, in addition to the linear jumps that are present throughout, is the very ending where you have spaced streams, and we've seen lots of players miss on those multiple times. But it's not in a not at a part of a map where you can actually turn the tides of a match unless it's really close. So in that sense, it's not really brutal unless you fail the map, of course.
Yep, we do see some early drops already from the likes of Apraxia and Spare. Ew, Itki as well, dropping very brutal spaced jumps there.
Bahamut and Bubbleman both breaking twice now at the exact same part.
Yo, seeing breaks here and there. The score is neck to neck for now. 1/3 of the map already gone. Monko2k holding the highest accuracy, I think, in the lobby right now with an S rank. I believe that's the full combo. So one full combo on the side of the US against Carthy on the side of the United Kingdom.
This is really close. The deciding factor why United Kingdom is gaining more points is Spares. Really high, almost 500 combo. But as I do say that Carthy missing there will leave United States with the combo advantage.
Yeah, Monko going ham with that full combo right now. And if he keeps this up, they can potentially claw back that lead. Right now, United Kingdom with the lead in the break. We do have some free combo sections. Yeah, the lead is slowly going towards the favor of the United States due to Monko2k's insane accuracy and combo. Well, Spare also not that far behind in terms of accuracy.
Not that far behind in terms of combo as well. It's less than 100 point. And here comes the really hard streams I was talking about, where Spare does miss, but
yeah, Monko2k still holding to that FC. He's carrying his team right now, doing all the work. The score does shift towards the side of UK and back and forth. Carthy missing. Monko still holding full combo. Itki missing.
Oh, and it looks like United Kingdom will still take this one, even with Monko full comboing this map. That's only due to the accuracy advantage that the United Kingdom has. HK and Digital Hypno dropping down really much on the accuracy side.
Near the end part there. If they have kept the accuracy, at least 97, United States could have taken that one. Yeah, very well played Monko2k for that FC. Congratulations to him. But the UK as a team coming together with the accuracy advantage and taking this one back will mean something to them. At least it's not all over yet. 4-3. Still in favor of the US, but at least United Kingdom has some grip back in this game.
Yes, even though the next pick is going to be United States, and here comes the Kyrie pick that I was talking about earlier, something that we expect them to pick. I do believe that United Kingdom is in a much better place now that they were just before, because now they know that there's only 1 point difference and they can breathe a bit more freely, I'd say. But the next map, being Kyrie, it's really good for the side of United States. I believe this is the map that they first picked against Poland yesterday, showing their confidence there.
There we do see Doomsday coming in for Carthy.
this one as well. A really long double time pick, almost 3 minutes long. Also 255 BPM, but map itself is an alternating double time map, which we haven't seen in this tournament before. This is the only map that is mapped in this way. And it comes from those blue tick sliders, or maybe in more common terms, offbeat sliders, which kind of force you to play with alternating style, as it's too fast to single tap and the rhythm is too confusing to single tap at times.
Well, yeah, this map is totally different from the previous double time pick. It is way cool. And we do see Toy come in for Digital Hypno. So yeah, this being United States pick, I think this is quite a comfort pick for them. United Kingdom in a defending position. Can they actually take this one and make it 4-4? We're about to find out.
I do believe that United Kingdom still has a good shot here, since Spear and Bubbleman performed really well on this against Germany. They had, I believe, 1.7 thousand combo, so that's really high when the maximum combo is just over 2,000.
We do see early drops again from Monko2K and Doomsday. And we see a lot of kick sliders and streams, very stamina heavy. Oh, and we see Doomsday and Bubbleman dropping combo there, while United States still holding strong with that 3 full combos. Monko2K does break again, but not one of the 3 full combos. That's gonna be alright. You on the side with United Kingdom, Spare and James Like holding to that FC, but James Like dropping down to 92% accuracy, and Toy breaking just before the spinners.
Yeah, James like having trouble to keep up with the accuracy here. I don't know if he can hold on to that combo with that kind of accuracy, showing that he does have a bit of troubles with the map. But nonetheless, it is 2 full combos versus 2 full combos at the moment.
Yeah, we do see like, around 300,000 point advantage for the United States. A third of the map has been played. Apraxia and Idke still holding to that full combo. Meanwhile, Spare just breaking that full combo. James Like is the only one left with that FC on the side of the United Kingdom.
That's really unfortunate for the side of United Kingdom, as the accuracy is so low that it isn't that weighted. The score is actually still less than the Spare's choked score.
We do have some of the map to go, so probably that might change. Toy breaks again, but still 2 full combos on the side of the US. Apraxia and Idke doing monstrous on this map, as they've shown yesterday as well. We do have a third of the map remaining.
Yeah, James Like and Bubbleman both need to hold on to their combos, and they're gonna need a break from either Idke or Apraxia to win this one. But it looks like James Like has lost his combo, which is really unfortunate. That leaves Bubbleman with the highest combo from the side of United Kingdom, as Apraxia and Idke still with the full combos.
Yeah, they're smashing it home. But Idke does break near the end. I don't think that really matters. The score is already pretty much in favor of the US right now, with over 700,000. And we approach the end of the map. Apraxia does break finally. And yeah, this point will go to the US. And it's going to be 5-3.
A really solid performance from the United States, as expected on this double time map. United Kingdom still did well. James Like with B rank, actually, even though he had the highest combo in his team. And Bubbleman, that one miss.
Oh, Toy with the slider break.
I'm looking to see if United Kingdom will go for the gamble right now. Kokona Sose is something that they want to pick, I believe, against the United States, as it is some form of RNG involved in which team will win it.
I don't know if that's a good pick against the US though. Even though we have some old players like Doomsday, I think he prefers stream maps more than jump maps. But of course, other players such as Spat and Bumbleman are pretty capable of that map. I'm not sure though. It's gonna be interesting. Okay.
It does
Jinxed
look
it.
like United Kingdom will pick Kokona Sose, as I was hoping. The reasoning for me was basically United Kingdom won this map against South Korea, while United States lost this against Poland. And United Kingdom actually, Bahamut had a 1.4 thousand combo, which is the highest I've seen. Not completely sure if that's the highest a player has gotten when has been played in the tournament, but Axarius did have a 1.2 thousand combo when he played
Wolf
this.
also had 1,000 combo yesterday, but he's not here. I mean, these teams. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see the performances from Axarius and Bahamut on this one.
Yeah, this map is essentially, for those of you who do not know, it's a 240 bits per minute map, and the length is it's the lengthiest map of the pool, even longer than the tiebreaker at 5 minutes and 6 seconds. And it's an older style map, mapped in 2012, and it's really hard jump heavy map, which is built on symmetry and some really tricky snaps. There are two especially hard patterns which involve squares, and those are points where players will miss.
Well, potentially, but if any players could keep combo on those, it's gonna be a huge boost for the team.
I mean, there is no chance that all the players will get even one of those square patterns. There's always somebody gonna break on those. They are so hard.
Well, yeah. I mean, if one player does keep the points, let's hope the US doesn't lose this map by 182 points today. Yes, like they did yesterday with Poland. So we're gonna see US coming back into this map. Let's hope they have a better performance today.
Doomsday and Fiery Rage with the early misses already won't make much of a difference, as we are expecting a lot of misses here. You can build combo at pretty much any point of the map, but I'd say it's easier once we're past the halfway point of the map. The only full combos left are from Spear and ItK.
Yeah, the early misses don't really do much. This is a really long map, and there are more points to miss.
We still have some time before the first tricky square pattern. It happens at around 600 combo, so there's still 100 combo left before we get to that part.
Oh, Fiery Rage actually breaking on the slow part there. Pretty unfortunate for him.
Yeah, the score is practically even at the moment. Okay, I do believe the square is coming up now.
Oh,
and
see
Spear.
everyone
No, Spear
Spare.
actually holding on to it. Now let's see if he can do that again when the other square comes. Really solid performance from him so far.
And he's still holding that double S. Okay, as I say that, he does get 100, but still holding to that full combo. It's gonna mean a lot for the United Kingdom. The momentum swinging back to the United Kingdom's favor right now.
Yeah, the next square is after 900 combo, so we're getting to that part really soon. If he can hit that, he can build some free combo, but it's even trickier than the first one.
Oh, he does
he
get
does
all
hit
those
that.
squares.
That's really impressive.
That's a
Under
huge
this-
boost. 99.76 AC as well.
It's a sick performance so far. Let's hope that he can stay cool.
Inky and Fiery Rage riding in smoke. Questioning Spare. Is he cheating? Who knows? But Spare doing all the work for the United Kingdom right now. And Bubbleman, also Bahamut with the 400 combo. Already higher than most of the United States players, meaning United Kingdom pretty much has the advantage right now.
Yeah, I'm only waiting for touchscreen detector to pop up on Spare screen at the moment. Anytime now.
Spare still holding to that full combo. With a 1.3k combo right now. I think he's going to break the record.
He still has some at least 100 combo to go. And I'm not sure if 1.4k is the actual record here, it's the biggest that I've seen, but I could be wrong. And this is strictly on the
unless he
tournament.
full combos.
I mean, if he full combos, he'd be the 4th person to full combo this map ever, which would be ridiculous.
Exactly. Xarius holding to that 900 combo. Fire Rage just breaking as well.
I mean, he's still going. Let's not.
Yeah.
Let's try to keep quiet.
That break
That's
is
unfortunate
just tilting.
break. But he has managed to snag a neat lead for his team.
Well, Idkey, Xarius, and Toy actually holding very high combos right now. Bahamut coming up with a 1000 combo keeps the United Kingdom's lead live. Bahamut cannot afford to miss in the next section.
Yeah, Bahamut actually had the 4k combo earlier, so if he can do it again, that would be really impressive. And as I mentioned, the second half is much easier to hold combo on. I do believe that United States is making up ground bit by bit, so...
Is there enough map though? The score is very close. The United States actually coming back from this one. Idkey, Xarius, and Toy getting over 1000 combo is overpowering Bahamut right now as we approach towards the end of the map.
It's gonna be really close.
Oh, the score does swing towards the side of the US.
Unless we see a choke from the side of the United States, I don't think United Kingdom can win this one.
Wow, right at the end there, Idkey, Xarius, and Toy pulling out that combo will mean that United States will take this one. Bringing it to match point here, Idkey with that 1-100, but Spare as well. 2 100, 1 miss.
Yeah.
Toy with 0 100s.
That's a painful 1 miss from Spare.
Yeah, that Spare combo was nuts. Xarius as well, 1600 combo. I mean, we're seeing some very, very monstrous plays right now from both of these teams. But United States coming out together with some synergy. Taking that one right at the end. No more losing by 182 points today from the United States. So they are at match point and they do have the pick advantage right now. If they do win their next pick, they're going to be settling into at least second place and have a shot and revenge match against Poland tomorrow. But it's not over yet, guys. Not just yet.
And here comes the safety pick. Fastest crash, United States. We see the first free mod pick of the match.
Okay, so free mod. Interesting. The United States don't want to risk anything. Going on with the safe pick here. Just want to secure their win with consistency.
This is one of those maps that both teams are really good at, and they both actually won the last time they played this, so this map doesn't necessarily favor either team. I think United States just might be here to see if a choke will happen from the side of United Kingdom, because Spare and Bubbleman are both really good at the map. And from the side of the United States, Apraxia and Monko, both of them are really good at this map as well.
Yeah, expect the fourth player on the United Kingdom to be someone like James, or if they want to go with Hidden, they might get OP James in. Yep, there he is. So probably 2 Hiddens versus 2 Hiddens with the safest picks, unless Spare wants to go ham with some Hard Rock or Bubble Man.
Yeah, I'd expect only 2 hiddens here. There's no reason for either team to risk it. They're just playing to see if if the other team will choke harder, essentially.
Yeah. For a moment, I thought you were gonna say I accept. I thought you were trying to meme. Just for a second there. Let's hope Idkey is not singing this out loud right now, as he did yesterday.
He might be with that miss there.
I think.
Yes, as mentioned earlier, this is match point for United States, so if they win this, they guarantee at least second place, so all pressure is on United Kingdom. If they win this, they are still alive, but if they don't, they will secure a third place.
Yeah, it's still not too late to donate something to the prize pool for these players.
All eyes
thoroughly
on-
entertained all of you.
Yes, all eyes on Bubbleman and Spare. They are expected to carry their teams here.
Yeah, everyone holding on to a strong combo right now, except for Idkey, the only one without a full combo actually right now.
Yes, this map is just over 6 stars in difficulty, so very much playable for all the players here. But Spare does miss with his hidden, and that evens it out.
Oh, yeah, Idkey also recovering combo will mean United States will have the advantage for now, and the score does go back to the side of the US as we reach the halfway point. Oh, OP James breaking with the second hidden mod and on the side of the United Kingdom. That is not looking good for them right now. The United States looking strong, still holding 3 full combos, and Idkey with a close full combo.
Yes, and everything depends on the United States being able to keep their combos. If they manage to do that, they will win this match. So United Kingdom can only pray for now.
Yeah, the score is just around 100,000 score difference. And any miss from the side of the US can mean the UK can take advantage of that. And as I say that, Praxia breaking with the hidden.
I
This
do
could
believe
be a
they
chance.
still need one more miss from the side of the United States, at least one more.
I mean, the score is getting very close. We do have a quarter of the map left. The United States, can they
and
keep
Fiery
consistent?
actually missing there.
Fiery Rage.
I think that gives an opportunity for United Kingdom.
Yeah,
if they
there-
can hold
some
on to one of their
room.
combos.
For the UK to come back. The score is still 100,000 different, and there's not much map left. Is that enough though? Slowly but surely the United Kingdom will claw that back.
I do think there's enough
Oh,
time.
Monko
missing
2K!
there. Yeah, there should be enough time if everyone can hold on to their combos. And the
Oh, the
score,
score, we
does,
do see
yeah,
it.
it does shift to the side of United Kingdom.
Yeah. Mongo 2K missing again, Spare as well,
Spare
but
missing.
this is the end of the
Bahamut
map.
missing as well.
Bahamut as well, though. The score is so close, going left and right.
It's actually
Oh.
100,000 point difference.
Wow.
It's secure for United Kingdom. They do manage to hold on.
No, That was not 100,000 score difference, was it? Oh wait, it is.
It is.
Okay. Bubble Man with the perfect full combo. For a second, I thought it was like 8,000 score difference. I
Yeah.
saw the 50,000, 60,000.
And United Kingdom managed to hold on, and that was actually United States' pick. So United Kingdom can now pick something on their own and make it closer game to 6-5. I have no idea what they actually want to pick here.
Yeah, the UK needs to win at least 2 more maps for the potential tiebreaker.
I mean, they could go for Chikai Shihime if they want to play another free mod pick right after and count on United States choking harder than them.
Yeah, the United States had it, almost had it, if Monko could have held his combo, but I think the nerves got to him and he missed and choked, and that's the window for the United Kingdom to come back at the end. It looks like it's still not over yet. The United States had this similar situation yesterday with the 6 points and the match point advantage, but Poland coming back strong and winning the tiebreaker as well. So the United Kingdom, they have pretty much every chance to take the win against the United States in the tiebreaker as well, but they still have quite some work to do.
I think that the mentality is entirely in United Kingdom's favor. United States probably in the back of their heads thinking, oh no, we can't do this. We can't break down like we did yesterday. That's probably in their heads. And United Kingdom just thinking, we just need one more every time they win a map. Just one more and we can tie this up eventually and take a win.
Yeah, it's so close, but yet so far for the United States.
I mean, I'd say that...
Need to win.
Yeah, if United States can't stop United Kingdom before tiebreaker, I certainly believe that tiebreaker is going to be in United Kingdom's favor, just because of the mentality. United States, so much pressure here. And United Kingdom going for elemental creation.
All right, so quite the streamy map with a lot of weird jumps here and there, as well as very heavy in terms of reading.
Yes, this is one of the maps that USA actually lost yesterday against Poland. And if I remember correctly, United Kingdom played this against Germany and won.
All right, so UK, statistic-wise, well, I can't speak English, I'm sorry. Speaking from the stats, the UK might have a very good advantage against the US on this one, but I'm sure the US has done some prep work.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that United States definitely has the players to play this map well. So it's really hard to call this one. It favors United Kingdom players such as Bubbleman, Doomsday and Spare for sure, but Fiery Rage and Apraxia, most likely Axarius as well, are going to be really good on this.
Fire Rage. I think he misread it, or was there some technical issues?
We've seen a lot of breaks here. Bahamut, Fiery Rage, and Apraxia all missing. Doomsday as well.
Here's a map. We expect a lot of misses on, especially on those weird patterns. The jumps. Very read heavy. But Bubbleman right now still holding to that full combo, and Spare holding that double S. Oh, as I say that though, Spare does miss alongside with Bahamut.
No, it's not good for the side of United Kingdom. But actually, everyone missing except for Axarius. If he can hold on to that combo, he might be the carry that United States needs.
Axarius has shown up time and time again, especially in the previous year. He hasn't been as active, but he's still one of the main carries for the United States. Can he do it again? Bubbleman did miss, of goes before the slow section. So
Yes.
pretty much all eyes on Xarius right now.
Yeah, all pressure on Xarius as well. He knows he has to keep combo for his team to win, and he's getting a shaky cursor there.
Oh, and he actually failed the map as well. He has to recover.
I do think there's enough time to recover. Oh,
Yeah, and he
Fiery
does.
Rage! Having trouble there.
Yeah, but the score is still in favor of the US due to Xarius combo. Bubble Man
Yeah.
missing for the United Kingdom.
Oh, Fiery
No
Rage!
one above 300.
Does
Aprexia
fail there.
has- Yeah, he's recovered, but Aprexia also with 500 combo here. And I think the United States will be taking this one by 100,000 points, and that's going to be GG for United States, securing at least second place and a spot against Poland tomorrow. Wow.
So close, but still so far. United Kingdom with a great rally, making the match 7-4 in the end. Really close one, really close matches, but United States deserved the win here. They played better, they showed up today, and the match tomorrow for United States against Poland, they've deserved their spot there for sure.
Yeah, here looking at this graph, Xarius with the 700 combo really doing most of the work for the United States, taking that last map. And that's going to be GG, and United Kingdom has really everything to show here, taking third place for the first time, I think. That's what I want to say. And yeah, hopefully next year the United Kingdom can show a much stronger performance as well. Not that they're not strong, but I believe they have better potential. So US will advance to facing Poland tomorrow. At what time?
I believe it's gonna be 8 p.m. UTC. So that would be 21 hours from now. 20 and a half hours from now. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly confident.
Yeah, we did see the Polish team against the United States yesterday. Tomorrow they're gonna have it head-to-head again. So what we're gonna expect? We're gonna expect United States to have the revenge, or the Polish team to have another comeback.
It's hard to say really. I'm sure that United States is out for revenge, but I'm sure that Poland is willing and do want to show people that they earned their victory and they are worthy of being number one.
Oh, definitely. So yeah, I think that's it for today. So are we gonna close it out here?
Yeah, be sure to tune in tomorrow for the match between United States and Poland. The
Yes.
grand final match,
The
which will
grand
decide,
finals.
the first and the second place. The hypest match that they could be potentially their revenge matchup. And it's a matchup that most players, or most people would expect. Two powerhouses going head to head against each other.
Alright, so yeah, once again, congratulations to the United Kingdom taking third place in OWC 2017. Good job, guys, and I think this is gonna be it for us today. We'll see you again tomorrow. And it's me, Gids, and Professional Box as well, signing out. So have a good day, guys, or night.
See you tomorrow, everyone.